Begin in 1 minute. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 30 seconds. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 15 seconds.
Fremont Moo baseball is on the air.
2-0 the count on Peterson. The pitch, he swings and pulls it into left field for a base hit, and the Moo take the lead. Connor Peterson with an RBI single to left.
The following is a presentation of the Fremont Moo Baseball Club. This broadcast is brought to you by Raising Cane's, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Buffalo Wild Wings, Extreme Outdoor Power, La Hacienda, Super 8 of Fremont, Windstar Bus Lines, Keels Barbershop, The Door, the Nebraska Lottery.
Hack is set in the first pitch, and Heyman swings and hits this ball in the air to center field. Hits it well. It is back just left to straightaway center field, and it is going to be gone! Henry Heyman, a 2-run shot, and the Moo leads 7-0.
Additional fine sponsors of Moo Baseball include Bloom Optical, Inspro, Your Fremont Hy-Vee, The Silver Dollar, Christensen Lumber, Lincoln Premium Poultry, We See Plumbing and Excavating, and the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Tap to the right side. Peterson's got it. He will take it himself, and the Moo win it. The Fremont Moo have defeated the Casper Spuds 8-1. The Fremont Moo have claimed the Independence League Baseball Championship Series. The Cow jumps on top of the moon and firmly plants its hooves on top of the Independence Baseball League.
Now, let's head to the field, and with the call of the game, here's Rich Ray and Alex Burstein.
Good evening once again, everyone, and happy Friday evening to you. Welcome back to historic Moeller Field in Fremont, where the Fremont Moo will play Game 2 of a 4-game series in the Independence League Baseball Association against the Plainsmen. Alongside Alex Burstein, I'm Rich Ray. Great to have you along. Yesterday, the 4th of July. Hope everybody enjoyed their 4th of July activities. For the most part, everybody here did, except the Fremont Moo didn't come away with the victory that they were hoping for yesterday in a wild contest, as they ended up falling by a score of 13-9 to the Plainsmen in 10 innings. And Alex, that was a ball game to where it really tells us what the sport is all about, because this is a unique sport to where you can have the best players on paper, you can have the best stats on paper, and you can still lose a baseball game. That's what happened yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, the Moo had their best starting pitcher on the mound. They had their best closing pitcher on the mound. They had 17 hits in the game, and it still did not come together for a win. The Moo put together a performance yesterday that they'd probably like to forget, but that's the game. Some you'll lose, some you'll win, and yeah.
You take a look back at this. You talk to the coaches, you talk to the players, and you say to yourself, and, you give credit to the Plainsmen for doing what they did in order to win the baseball game, and they, went at it in a professional manner. The Moo, you look at it and go, we did so many things right, but we still lost. How did it happen?
I think it was a problem of just they were very good at the start, and then the offense kind of tapered off at the end. They didn't have any runs past the 6th inning yesterday, but there is a lot that went right yesterday, and I think the team understands that, and now just trying to take that into the rest of this series.
You bet. We saw Josh Blount go 4 for 6 in the ball game. The Moo hit a couple home runs. Bridger Coleman got one. Cooper Fucino got one. But when you take a look at what's happened with this Moo team lately, they played the best team in the league in Casper, and then they dropped that one to Plainsmen yesterday, which they'd like to forget. And the reason why, in case you haven't followed along, the Plainsmen are a travel team that have played a total of 14 games, and yesterday was their first game win of the year. And this is a team made up predominantly of players that are JV players from some colleges, and but they found a way to get it done. That's how baseball works. Now, you take a look at things that the Moo need to improve on. I think two things that stick out. Striking out way too much, and then lately, I thought we'd never say this, but the pitchers have been giving up way too many earned runs. Before the Casper series, the Moo ERA was below 3. It's up above 4 now.
Yeah, this is not something you would expect if you saw this team 2-3 weeks ago when they went on a 6-game win streak. The pitching was excellent. Now it's kind of been the flip script. The offense is coming together, which was really slow a couple weeks ago, but the pitching just has not backed it up. We mentioned last night every single pitcher had earned runs. Every single run last night was earned, so it's not the defense's fault right now. It's just giving up a lot of hits, giving up a lot of free passes, and it's coming back to haunt the Moo.
As far as the personnel is concerned on the squad, this is the time of year where players come and go. Hunter Snyder has gone back home for the summer, and he contributed very well in his time that was here, and we wish him the best. Steven Espinoza was going to leave. His stay has been extended, which is good news for that good arm at shortstop. But the Move added a couple of players, one of which from Creighton is Jack Torosian, who is an outfielder, and we're going to see him play tonight. And then a pitcher who we'll see here soon out of Lincoln, Parker Ott. So those are a couple of additions, and that happens this time of year to try to make the push because there's only 20 games left in the regular season, and the Moo are trying to win the second half, if not, have the best overall record, and you're chasing Casper, and you're chasing Spearfish right now, and hoping Hastings doesn't get hot.
Yeah, Spearfish has been really hot to start the second half. They're 5-0, and the Moo are 5-3, which puts the Moo 2 games back of the Sasquatch in the second half standing, so they're going to have to win some. They're going to hope the Sasquatch lose some. It's a very busy night tonight in the Independence League, one of just 2 days this season where every team is in action, so these next couple days, there's going to be a lot of flip-flopping in the standing, and the Moo are hoping that they can find their way closer to the top.
Yeah, first time this year we're going to see the scoreboard where all 8 teams that participate in the league are playing tonight, so that is great. Great night for baseball, 80 degrees, light breeze. Margaritas are for sale. Hey. I'm just telling you. So come on out to the ball game tonight and enjoy it. We'll come back in our pregame show in just a moment, and Alex has the highlights from yesterday's contest between the Moo and the Plainsmen. That's all coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Did you know that downtown Fremont is also known as the antique capital of Nebraska? Fremont and Dodge County also has many fine hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. We invite you to come and see why downtown Fremont has been named the most charming downtown in Nebraska by USA Today.
Keel's Barbershop is the Sports Center barbershop in Fremont. Be sure you look your best and get into Keel's Barbershop, where you'll receive quality haircuts in a friendly atmosphere. Get a fresh cut, have them hot leather, and shave your neck. If you're looking for that special feel of a true barbershop, Keel's is the place for you. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 7:30 to 3. Keel's Barbershop, 6th and Broad in downtown Fremont. They'll make you look your best.
A festive 4th of July at historic Moeller Field as the Moo look to snap a 2-game skid against the winless Plainsmen. Bottom of the second, Fremont up 1-0, and it quickly doubles the lead.
2-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded back up the middle. Fish has got it at short. He'll fire it over to first base, and it's picked by Ortega for the second out. The run will score, and Fremont leads at 2-0.
But the Plainsmen came to play, and Kyle Whitaker takes the lead with one swing of the bat in the top of the 4th.
With a strikeout. First pitch, he swings, he hits the ball high in the air to left field. Floating back is Brooks. He's on the warning track. He looks up, and this ball is gone. It's a 3-run home run. And the Plainsmen have taken the lead.
Fremont quickly came storming back in the bottom half of the inning, up 5-3. Bridger Coleman keeps the offense going for the Moo.
2-1 pitch. Coleman swings, and he pokes this one in his shallow left. It drops in for a base hit. That'll score Fucino from third. And now makes it a 6-3 Fremont lead as Coleman with his second hit of the day and his second RBI.
Then both offenses just kept trading blows. Luke Froelich gets the Plainsmen back within 2 in the top of the 5th.
Here's the 2-1. Swung on and ripped toward left, and he is going to bounce up against the fence. It'll score 1 run. Froelich on his way to second as the throw comes in, and it's a stand-up RBI double by Luke Froelich.
The Moo came back with 2 of their own in the bottom of the 5th, including some heads-up base running from Miles Meadows.
The 1-0, Meadows takes off for third, and he will be in there with a stolen base, and the throw got away, and Meadows will score. That makes it 8-4.
So a 4-run deficit for the Plainsmen. They start the comeback in the top of the 6th with 1.
And the pitch. Fish swings, and he hits this ball into left center field, and that's going to be a base hit. Whitaker's going to round third, and the ball got knocked around, and now comes in. It's going to be an RBI double for Fish. And now makes it an 8-5 ball game.
But Cooper Fucino quickly got that run back for the Moo in the bottom of the 6th to make it a 9-5 ball game.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, hit high in the air. Left field, deep, and it's gone. Cooper Fucino, his second home run of the season.
A familiar name for Moo fans, former Fremont player Kobe Sandstrom comes up with a 2 RBI knock in the top of the 7th for the Plainsmen to bring his team within 2.
And here's Kobe Sandstrom at the plate, who's 0 for 2. First pitch. It's a bouncer back on up over the mound, and it's in the center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Meadows is going to throw home. Second run scores. Now the throw on out to second, and Sandstrom will be out, trying to get down to second base, but 2 runs come in on the play.
Top of the 8th now, a 1-run ball game. The Plainsmen looking to tie it up down 9-8.
Here's the pitch from Wagner. Swung on and hit off the glove of Mooney into right field for a base hit. Coming around is Brooks. He will score, and it's now a 9-9 ball game.
Neither team scores in the 9th. We head to extras, and then the wheels fall off for the Moo. Plainsmen up 11-9, and the damage isn't done yet.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit back up the middle in the center field, a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs are in. The Plainsmen now lead it 13-9.
The Moo with one last chance in the bottom of the 10th, but it wouldn't be enough.
Brown set. First pitch to Mooney. Swings, hits a bouncing ball. Ortega will knock it down at first, picks it up, goes to the bag, and that's the ball game. The Plainsmen have defeated the Fremont Moo by a final score of 13-9 in 10 innings.
Fremont falls 13-9 in 10 innings as the Plainsmen get their first win of the season. Moo now on a 3-game skid. They try to snap it in Game 2 of the series, set for a 7:05 first pitch Friday night.
With yesterday's highlights, when we return, we will hear from Connor McGonigal, head coach of the Fremont Moo, on our Inspro Insurance pregame show. That's all coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
I can't help but notice the Made in America trend lately, and now that trend has reached the Fremont eyewear market with American-made luxury glasses from State Optical. I'm Dr. Steve Alcorn at Bloom Optical in Fremont. State Optical designs are different, not only because they're made in Chicago, but they're genuinely authentic, handcrafted designs with individual style. Come in and browse, see how they look on you. At Bloom Optical, where we care about your eye care, your eyewear, and most importantly, we care about you.
Succeeding on your terms takes more than ambition, talent, and hard work. It takes a partner that's committed to helping you overcome all the complexities and challenges life throws at you. A partner that leverages the power of the world's largest risk management strategy and benefits firm and is a part of your world, too. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. At Marsh McLennan Agency, they're built to help you meet the future without limits. See how they can help you thrive at marshmma.com.
Our Inspro Insurance pregame show continues. Connor McGonigal, head coach of the Fremont Moo, joins us, and they play Game 2 of a 4-game set with the Plainsmen coming up today. You brought up a really good point in our interview yesterday that I think a lot of folks don't realize if they don't know a lot about baseball, is that anything can happen on a baseball diamond at any particular time, whether you're good, whether you struggle. And that's the unique thing about the sport, is that it takes so many things for you to win, and it takes so many things for you to lose, and that's the unique thing about this game, isn't it?
Yeah, especially at the college level. I mean, it's hard to win games at the college level. We've been fortunate enough to do it 18 times this summer, and it's not easy. And yesterday I thought that we hit the ball very well. We just ran into some trouble on the mound, some guys maybe leaving the ball over the middle of the plate, and college hitters are going to do damage. It doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter who you are. College hitters are going to do damage on those pitches, and I think we saw that a little bit yesterday. I expect a better effort from us today.
It was such a unique game yesterday because at times you hit the ball really well, and at other times, lots of swing and misses. The Plainsmen can say that as well. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I mean, I thought their reliever did a really nice job of coming in and filling up the zone and keeping our guys off balance. I think we maybe got a little complacent after going up 9-5 there. That's unfortunately, kind of the natural part of being an athlete is sometimes when you take the foot off the gas when you're up by a little bit. I don't think guys that were competing any less. I think that there's just a little bit of complacentness at the plate, and then obviously them coming back and putting some big swings on baseballs and keeping them in the ball game was big for them.
All right, tonight, new faces on the roster, a couple of them. Do we see any of them in play tonight or no?
Yeah, I think we'll see a couple guys that we're really excited about. Jack Torelson, he's a guy that we're going to bring in to help us out in the outfield, so we're excited to see him roam around there tonight and get some good swings. Then we're excited to see Parker out on the mound as well at some point.
All right. As far as your rotation, where are you set up as far as your starter tonight?
Yeah, so Reese Cordham's going to get the ball for us tonight. I mean, he's had a couple very nice outings for us. We're looking forward to seeing what he can do against a lineup that we saw last night can do a little bit of damage. So we know he's going to give us a good effort, and we have some guys ready behind him in the bullpen.
All right, Coach, good luck on evening up the series tonight.
All right, thank you.
That's Connor McGonigal, head coach of the Fremont Moo. More of the Inspro Insurance pregame show continues after a timeout. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
You've already built something incredible. When you're ready to elevate your business even higher, you need a partner who can give you a platform for scale and even greater success. A partner with the strength and resources of the world's largest risk management, strategy, and benefits firm. A partner committed to building a network of accomplished brokers in your community. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. See how they can help your business go further at marshmma.com. Fremont Hy-Vee is proud to sponsor local sports, and they know that you fans love your meat. Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices right now. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks. Always low prices on your favorite flavor of brats. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee. Proud to be a part of local sports.
Getting closer to first pitch between the Fremont Moo and the Plainsmen here on Big Dog Country. FremontMoo.com and on YouTube on BSDN Live. Jonathan Johnson's got our video action for you tonight, and Alex Burstein back with us in the broadcast booth here this evening. Okay, before we run down everything here, keys to tonight's game.
I think it's going to be, once again, getting off to an early start, but consistent offense throughout. The Plainsmen used probably their two best pitchers last night, so you're going to have a chance to look at some new arms who possibly don't have as much velocity as what we saw last night. So point is going to be get out to an early start, but keep that going throughout. And also the pitchers just really try to get those strikeouts. There was a lot of pitching and contact last night. That did not work.
All righty. It's time for the welcoming weather, brought to you by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau. They welcome you to historic Moeller Field, where currently it's partly cloudy, 79 degrees, humidity 48%, light breeze out of the northwest at 6 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 58, with a northwest wind at 5, becoming calm in the evening. Let's check the field conditions, brought to you by Keel's Barbershop. To keep your hair and for the best haircut around, stop into Keel's, 88 West 6th Street. Field looks good. Still a little worn down by the bullpen on the right field side, but other than that, good for baseball here tonight. Let's meet the umpires, brought to you by Bloom Optical. They are the eye care professionals. They care about your eye care, your eyewear, but most importantly, they care about you. On the bases tonight is Jason Harstick, and behind the plate is Jeff Kopetsky. They've got the legislation of this evening's proceedings that take place between the lines. It's our pregame show brought to you by Inspro and Marsh McLennan Agency, your partner in managing risk. Your future is limitless. Let them take you there. Go to marshmma.com to learn more. We will check the starting lineups coming up here in just a little bit. As Jared Roberts, who's back doing our PA, and that means we've got Alex back where he belongs, back here with us in the booth. He's going through the starting lineup, so we'll run them all down for you after we get the national anthem coming up here as well. But Friday night, La Hacienda is the sponsor tonight. Yeah. They got the Las Vacas jerseys that the Moo are wearing. These are sharp unis, and they've worn them a few times this year. Most of the time they've had success with them, so let's see how it works out tonight as well. And the Moo, I know, are hungry to try to get back in the win column here tonight. A Plainsman team that, with one win on the year, has a team ERA over 9.38, and the Moo have an ERA of 4.35. At this time, we're going to pause for the singing of the national anthem, and singing tonight is Jaden Ankerson.
Jaden Ankerson. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so worthy we have at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming.
The melodic tones of Jaden Ankerson with our national anthem here at historic Moeller Field. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Brought to you by your Fremont Hy-Vee. For a lineup that's loaded, shop your Fremont Hy-Vee. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com now and place your order. For the visiting Plainsmen, 1-13 on the season, 1-8 in the second half, coached by Bo Boyle. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 9, C.J. Fish. Batting second, playing center field, number 2, Jackson Brooks. Batting third in right field, number 25, Luke Froelich. Batting fourth at first base, number 35, Chris Ortega. Batting fifth at second base, number 30, Brody Boyle. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 23, Kyle Whitaker. Batting seventh at third base, number 14, Andrew Cuff. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 3, Sam Bradshaw. And batting ninth and playing left field is number 18, Adrian Amasquita. For the Plainsmen, it's Fish, Brooks, Froelich, Ortega, Boyle, Whitaker, Cuff, Bradshaw, and Amasquita. And on the mound for the Plainsmen, number 6, Cade Ritchie. No record and no ERA this season. The Fremont Moo, 18-14 on the season, 5-3 in the Independence League second half, coached by Connor McGonigal. Leading off and playing third base, number 8, Isaac Bonner. Batting second, doing the catching, number 5, Bridger Coleman. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 16, Colin Pitts. Batting fourth at shortstop, number 18, Steven Espinoza. Batting fifth in left field, number 13, Grant Nodelman. Batting sixth in right field, number 27, Jack Torsian. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 20, Carson Burnett. Batting eighth in center field, number 25, Trey Brooks. And batting ninth and playing second base is number 34, Connor Peterson. The Moo go with Bonner, Coleman, Pitts, Espinoza, Nodelman, Torsian, Burnett, Brooks, and Peterson. And on the mound for Fremont, Reese Cordum, a left-hander out of Lincoln from Fort Scott Community College, 2-2 with a 4.86 ERA. So that's a look at the starting lineups brought to you by your Fremont Hy-Vee. Great night for baseball here tonight at historic Moeller Field.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful night, and Reese Cordum coming off a win his last start against Hastings just about a week ago, trying to get back in the win column. He's had some really good starts. He's struggled in a couple of others. He's not someone who's going to get you a lot of strikeouts, but he knows how to get batters out, and that's what we'll try to see here tonight out of the left-hander.
All right, so the Moo in their Las Vacas jerseys and the Plainsmen in their whites with green lettering. And it's time for the first pitch, and it's brought to you by La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant. La Hacienda serves up Fremont's favorite authentic Mexican cuisine. They're located at 3140 East Elk Lane. So Reese Cordum will look in and get his sign. Here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's going to be up high for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes to C.J. Fish. 7:06 is our first pitch time tonight. Partly cloudy skies and 79 degrees. Fish batting .231 on the season, no homers. He's driven in 6. And the next pitch is swung on and hit in the air toward right. Coming on and reaching up and making the catch out in right field, Jack Torsian. And he records the first out of the ball game. So there's one away.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Cordum doesn't get a lot of strikeouts, but he gets solid, soft contact on the ball that gets quick outs like that, and he gets it with the first batter.
Isn't it something you join a team and the very first play, the baseball finds you? Is that how it goes?
Gets you on your feet.
Yep, into the ball game, the baseball's going to find you. Here's Jackson Brooks at the plate. The first pitch from Cordum is up high for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Our umpires are wearing their black tops tonight with their heather gray slacks. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it caught the outside corner for a strike. I always learned that. Heather gray are the umpires' slacks. That's like saying ominous. The only time you use it is when it's stormy weather conditions, right? The 1-1 pitch. And Brooks takes this one for called strike 2.
Only in broadcasting word and in umpiring.
That's right. Ominous and heather gray slacks. Brooks batting .286. Next pitch, swung on, lofted into the air, left center field. Long run for Brooks, trying to get over in the gap. Reaches up, he chases it down just shy of the warning track to make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, good run there by Brooks. You could tell he was sprinting out there in center field, but he has some long strides, lanky ball player, and makes it just in front of the warning track for a quick out number 2.
So 2 away, and that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, right fielder number 25, Luke Froelich. One of the bright spots offensively for this Plainsman team this year, batting .323. He's got 1 home run, and he's driven in 10. And he's from Morningside. And here's the first pitch. And he takes it down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, this is a team that pretty struggled with their offense this year. You would not be able to tell it yesterday, though. A lot of extra base hits.
1-0 pitch from Cordum, and it's going to miss the outside corner. So the count now goes to 2-0 to Luke Froelich with Chris Ortega to bat next. 2 outs, nobody on. We're just getting underway in the top of the first at historic Moeller Field. Comes the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Froelich, but it came up empty, and it's now 2-1. So if I'm doing my math right, is this game number 9 of the 16-game series?
Yes.
Yeah?
I believe so.
A 16-game homestand. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 more games after this one in the next 2 days. Knock on wood, weather permitting. I don't know if you checked Mother Nature or not, but she is throwing some curveballs once again. 2-2 to Froelich. It's fouled off his instep, and we'll do it again here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's our first foul ball of the ball game, Alex.
Yes.
It's brought to you by Lincoln Premium Poultry. They specialize in fowl, but they love being a part of the Fremont Moo. For a career with LPP, visit LincolnPremiumPoultry.com. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Alex is rubbing the side of his cap. Here comes the pitch. And it just missed low for ball 3.
Yeah, nice pitch there. I believe a cutter from Cordham had some late movement on it and just misses the zone. And now a good chance to get out of it with a full count.
So Cordham lines in the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off again. So we'll do it again here, 3-2, with it being Fiesta Friday tonight. Alex Oliver, of course, is decked out and he's got the sombrero on. Yesterday, with the 4th of July, he had the Stars and Stripes cowboy hat on. And it's good to see some of the players that participate in some of these promotions that take place. It's all the fun of enjoying your summer college league baseball.
Anything but a baseball cap.
That's right. Here's the one, and now the 3-2. Swung on and bounced foul at the third base side, so we'll do it again. 2 ways to look at yesterday's game. From the Moo perspective, disappointing. Mm-hmm. From the Plainsmen's perspective, well-deserved.
Very exciting,
You know, I mean, a team that has been put together to help out the league as far as travel is concerned and coming away with a win. The 3-2, and it just missed outside for ball 4. The entire infield was headed to the dugout, and Jeff Kopetsky says that's high and away. So a 2-out walk to Luke Froelich, and that'll bring to the plate number 35, Chris Ortega. Ortega is the first baseman, batting .267, no homers, 5 runs batted in. Ortega had really struggled at the plate, and then he came up with a big 2 RBI single late in the ballgame yesterday. Cordham's first pitch is in there for a called strike. Oh, beg your pardon. No balls and 1 strike to count. I'm doing multiple things here and not paying attention to what I'm doing. No balls and 1 strike here to Ortega. Froelich with a good lead at first base. Here's the 0-1. And that pitch is down in the dirt. It is blocked to the right side, but Froelich will advance down to second base on the wild pitch. One of those just can't really do too much with there. You try to keep it close. Bridger Coleman got his body in front of it. So now a runner in scoring position for the Plainsmen with 2 down here in the top of the first inning. 1 ball and 1 strike on Chris Ortega. Next pitch from Cordham. Breaking ball, top of the zone, called strike 2.
Yeah, Cordham really trying to work that inside part of the plate now here against Ortega. We didn't see that much with the first few batters, but he's been attacking it and getting the strike calls. We'll see if he goes there again for the 1-2.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Chris Ortega. Cordham ready. The pitch. Swung on, and it is just over the glove of Espinoza in the center field for a base hit. Frolich's around third. He will come in and score, and the Plainsmen take a 1-0 lead. Getting it done with 2 down.
Yeah, Espinoza was just about an inch or 2 from getting a nice snag there over at shortstop, but it drops into the outfield and then took a slow bounce to Trey Brooks, and Froelich with the big lead at second. There is no chance of catching him at home, and once again, an early start here for the Plainsmen.
And that's little things that occur, and we look back. I mean, you don't want to throw a wild pitch, but you have to sometimes spike one in the dirt to try to get the batter to chase, and the wild pitch came out to bite the Moo. So here's Brody Boyle, and the first pitch is going to miss for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Boyle, the second baseman, batting .150, no homers. He's driven in 4. So 1-0 the Plainsmen. Chris Ortega with the base hit. And here's a pitch swung and a miss. It's now 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Ortega was down to a 1-2 count. I thought if he struck out, we'd have a wild night with it being margaritas for sale tonight and the beer batter striking out. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and grounded to shortstop. Espinoza's got it. He'll flip it over to Peterson, and that will get the force and the final out of the inning. So that's going to do it for the Plainsmen, but they are able to take the lead here in the top of the first inning. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. After a half inning, the Plainsmen won. The Moo coming to bat. We are back in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $38. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Moveless discount at La Hacienda. You can get a Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Call in your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Looking for a nice place to go? A place that's rich with tradition, great service, and atmosphere? A fantastic place where you can go and still carry on a conversation. Maybe shoot a game of pool and enjoy one of the best jukeboxes in town. Silver Dollar is one of the finest places for adult libations at reasonable prices. Join the Silver Dollar family and enjoy, but you need to be 21 or older. See y'all soon, and remember, not everything that glitters is gold, but we're pretty sure it's probably silver at the Silver Dollar, 18th and Bell Street in Fremont.
We're through a half inning, and the Plainsmen strike first. RBI single by Chris Ortega puts the Plainsmen up 1-0, so now the Moo will swing the bats. And here's the defensive arrangement for the Plainsmen tonight. In left field is Adrian Amasquita. In center field, Jackson Brooks. And in right field, Luke Froelich. Over at third base, Andrew Cuff. The shortstop is C.J. Fish. At second base, Brody Boyle. At first base, Chris Ortega. Sam Brunshaw does the catching, and Cade Ritchie is on the mound. Ritchie has no record this season, no ERA. He's pitched like an inning and a third so far this season.
1.1 innings pitched. This is his first start of the year. There isn't much on him. No runs given up, no walks, no strikeouts. So this is the first extended outing of the year for Ritchie, and we'll see what he can do.
And this is what this particular team is about. They've been put together for an opportunity to play baseball here in the summer. And Cade Ritchie, at Midland University, predominantly a junior varsity player, has been listed as an outfielder and does a little bit of pitching as well. And he'll face Isaac Bonner to lead things off here in the bottom of the first inning. So here's the line in the first pitch to Bonner, and it is low and away for ball one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Bonner in the leadoff spot for one of the first times this season. He's a lefty bat who has shown the last couple of weeks he knows how to get on base, and makes him a good option at the one spot.
1 ball, no strikes to Bonner. 222 average, no homers. He's driven in 5 as this pitch is outside for a ball. And the count now 2 balls and no strikes to Bonner. You know, there's some nerves here for Ritchie, indeed. You know, playing here as a JV player at Midland and now playing in this one here underneath the lights in front of probably the biggest crowd that he's pitched in. And 2-0 is high. It's now 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes to Isaac Bonner. Well, this is where we get to the push of the season. 20 games to go. The Moo trying to chase a couple teams to win the second half or have the best overall record to qualify for the playoffs at the end of the year, as this pitch is upstairs for ball 4. So Isaac Bonner reaches on a 4-pitch walk and leadoff batter aboard for the Moo here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, 20 games seems like a lot, but it's really not. And every game is really going to have a big impact on these standings, especially if Casper keeps on winning. It's going to come down to that overall standings for the second half champion. So it's going to be something to monitor every single game.
So here's Bridger Coleman coming to the plate. Coleman, the catcher, batting .307, 3 homers. He's driven in 18. And Ritchie's first pitch to Coleman swung on a miss. He tried to stop halfway through on a pitch that was up, but went through the zone, and the count no balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Bridger swinging there early on. Usually he controls the plate pretty well, but after 4 straight balls thrown by Ritchie, he tries to get one there and realized a little too late.
No balls and 1 strike, and Ritchie will turn and throw on over to first base. As back to the bag is Bonner. This might be the first time we've seen Isaac Bonner in the leadoff position this year.
I think it is, yeah.
We've seen Meadows and Brooks and also Josh Blount do a lot of leadoff duties. Here's the 0-1, and Coleman takes this for a called strike in the inside corner, and he's down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 to Bridger Coleman. Colin Pitts will bat next. I got to tell you what I did late last night after I sent you the recap and the fireworks were going off.
Yeah.
0-2 the count here on Bridger Coleman. Next pitch, and that's high and inside. He bends away from one that was high and tight. Now the count 1-2. So all the Major League Baseball games wrapped up pretty early.
Yeah.
The Dodgers game went late, and they were playing Arizona, and Arizona was thumping them. So I'm like, I don't want to watch this game that's blown out. So you and Will be proud of me what I did last night. I went to Apple Plus TV and I watched the LAFC and the LA Galaxy
at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
right?
Last night. 70,000 people at that soccer game last night, and it was the LAFC that won it 2-1. That's my soccer report for you. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it missed inside, bounced out of the glove Bradshaw. And down to second base will go Bonner. The throw goes into center field, and the runner will advance to third. So it's going to be a pass ball and an error. And Fremont's got a base runner at third.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen the Moo have some fortunate happenings on the base paths this series. Yesterday, Miles Meadows scored. He was stealing third and then a wild throw down the third base. So the Moo have taken advantage of some miscues behind home plate and chance to tie it now here.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Bridger Coleman. The kick and the pitch. And Coleman takes a breaking ball that just missed. So the count now goes full here at 3-2.
You know what that rivalry is called? It's called El Trafico.
Yeah, I heard, was it Treadway, the announcer?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of his name before. He was on there last night, and he mentioned that. Here's the 3-2. And it's outside for ball 4. So 2 walks, and the Moo have runners at first and third. I would assume it's called that because of traffic.
LA traffic,
LA
yes.
traffic. Okay. See, I'm picking up a little bit.
There you go.
Yep. So runners to the corners. They'll bring up the designated hitter number 16, Colin Pitts. Pitts batting .273, 1 homer. He's driven in 2. And if he squares one up, boy, he's got the strength to hit it a long, long ways. Richie set. Here's the pitch. And Pitts swings and fouls it back. And the count, no balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten to see the full Colin Pitts this year because we haven't seen him in the field due to some injuries, but he showed off with a home run last week that he has some power at the plate, and he's earning some more at-bats here. We'll see if he can maybe add another homer to his summer resume.
Bonner at third base. Coleman at first. The 0-1. Pitts takes a breaking ball down low. And the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. I think one of the keys for the Moo, specifically in this ballgame like this, good at-bats, good approaches to the plate. And at times we haven't seen that a lot this year because the Moo have struck out way too many times. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Colin Pitts. Next pitch. High. Oh, called strike. Jeff Kopetsky went up and got one. So the count now 1-2.
Yeah, and I'll give kudos to Bridger Coleman at first base because he fell down 0-2 in the count, maybe a swing he didn't want there, but then he was able to work his way back to a walk. That's a good plate approach right there against a pitcher like this.
1-2 from Richie. Swung on and popped foul to the right side out of play. So we'll do it again here at 1-2. Another nice crowd here tonight, and I was trying to put the pieces together. It makes sense. You know, you get the Moos, the home team, and then a lot of these Plainsmen players are from around this area, or a lot of the kids have played for the Midland University's program.
Yep.
So, a lot of fans. It's kind of like when the Nebraska prospects show up. It's a lot of locals that are very familiar to this area and this type of baseball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch, and that sails all the way to the backstop as it got away from Richie. Bonner's going to come home. He'll score, and that ties the ball game. So it's 1-1.
Yeah, Richie was slow getting to home plate there, so there wasn't even a throw for the catcher Bradshaw, and the Moo get the run without even having a hit so far today. But they're being efficient with their walks and their base running to tie this one up early.
1-1 tie, bottom of the first. The count 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Colin Pitts. Nobody out with Bridger Coleman at second base. And Colin Richie going through some signs here with Sam Bradshaw. Now they agree. And Richie brings the pitch home. And it's swung on and foul tipped in the glove of Bradshaw for strike 3. So Pitts strikes out. That's the first out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, Pitts swung a little over that ball there and just hits the very top of it into the glove of Bradshaw. So a little bit of Richie finding his control here over the last batter and a half, and we're trying to carry that into Steven Espinosa now.
Espinosa, the shortstop, batting .228, 1 home run. He's driven in 15. 1-1 tie. We're in the bottom of the first. The stretch on the pitch by Richie. And Espinosa, did it hit his finger or did it hit his bat? It hit his finger, says Jeff Kopetsky. So Espinosa will get down to first base.
Yeah, really could not tell there because it bounced off. It looked like it was his bat, and then after a second, Espinosa kind of waved his hand, but he'll get first base and another free base hit here for the Moo.
That's the thing about getting hit by a baseball in the hand. You're going to have a delayed reaction because initially your thought is making contact with the bat. Then it hits your finger, and then the pain hits your brain, and you're like, ugh. All right, so runners are at first and second with 1 down, and Grant Nottleman at the plate. Good to see him back, the left fielder tonight, batting .237, no homers, driven in 3. First pitch to Nottman is going to be outside for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 to Nottman with Jack. Say it for me. Terosian. We'll call him JT. How's that sound? 1-0 here on Grant Nottman. Pickoff play out the second, and diving back and belly flopping back to the bag was Bridger Coleman. I think his teammates are giving him grief. I'm just saying.
That's a dirty jersey now.
Yep, that's a good move in a swimming pool, but not out at second base. 1 ball and no strikes to Nottman. Next pitch. And he takes this one in on the inside corner for a strike. It's now 1-1.
He's a catcher. He puts his body on the line.
Supposed to be
time.
dirty. Yeah. I remember playing as a kid. Mom said, if your jersey does not come home dirty, don't come home.
You're doing it wrong.
That's right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch. Swung on and fouled down the left side out of play. It's now 1-2. That was about the time in my life when I was starting to learn how to do the laundry myself. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Grant Nottman, the left fielder. It's a 1-1 tie. We're in the bottom of the first. Moo's still looking for their first hit. There have been 2 walks and a hit batsman, a pass ball, an error, and a wild pitch all this inning. Here's the 1-2. That's high and inside. So the count evens. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that one really kind of escaped to the inside part of the plate for Nottman, and we've already seen a hit batter here. So Moo batter's a little bit alert now.
2-2 the count here on Grant Nottman. Stretch by Ritchie. And now the pitch is high, and the count now goes full, 3-2. Got 2 really solid umpires tonight. Jeff Kopetsky's been around a long time. And then first time we see Jason Harstick this year. Jason's got a large resume. He's broadcasted, we do the broadcasting. He does the umpiring. He's umpired a lot of Division I baseball.
Huh.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Ritchie gets his second strikeout as Nottman fans, and there are 2 away.
That'll bring up your right fielder, number 27, Jack Terosian.
So Jack Terosian comes to the plate, right fielder making his Moo debut. He is 5'11" and 175 out of Omaha. He plays for Creighton. And we'll learn more about Jack as we go along here. 1-1 tie. We're in the bottom of the second. I think it's the 3rd player that's worn the number 27 for the Moo this year. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the left side, out of play. No balls and 1 strike to Jack Terosian.
For our listeners, it's Torosian, so double O, and that's where the confusion comes. But
because everybody's familiar with the Toro lawnmower, so I want to go say Toro-gen, but that's not right. Terosian. Am I still wrong? Yeah, probably. No balls and a strike. The pitch. Jack hits it to left field, and this ball is going to drop for a base hit. Coleman's around third. He's going to score. Throw comes in, comes all the way through, and allows Terosian to get down to second base. And Fremont's in front.
Yeah, how about that? An RBI single to start off your summer. Terosian gets just a softly hit ball to left field, and Amiskita out there in left just had no chance at it. It bounced right into his glove, and a good first inning here for the Moo.
So
it's a 2-1 Fremont lead, and it's going to bring to the plate now the first baseman tonight, number 20, Carson Burnett. That was a play out left where Terosian just went the other way, and Amiskita came in but knew he was not going to get to that baseball and just make sure it stayed in front of him. Here's a stretch. First pitch to Carson Burnett, and it hits the backstop on the fly. Coming home and scoring on the play will be Steven Espinoza to make it 3-1. So another wild pitch. And Terosian down to third base. 1 ball and no strikes here on Carson Burnett. You don't like to see young pitchers that don't throw a lot struggle, but this is part of it. It's the maturation process. The 1-0. And swing and a miss by Burnett. Bounces out of the glove of Bradshaw, but stays near. The count evens. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the thing with the Plainsmen, they're a small roster. They used 2 of their pitchers yesterday who won't be eligible because of pitch counts the rest of the weekend. They don't have that many arms to work with, so they're going to try to get Ritchie to go as long as possible here.
At one point, we'll probably see first baseman Chris Ortega do some pitching for the Plainsmen. Here's the 1-1, and it's high for a ball. And the count out 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 on Carson Burnett. 3-1 the Moo. We're in the bottom of the first. It's got a makings of another large score game. 2-1. Down low. We count now 3 balls and 1 strike. On Burnett, the 7-hole hitter with Trey Brooks awaiting next. American flag is just about halt. Not moving out in center.
That's a rarity this summer.
Yep. The 3-1 pitch. And Burnett takes it for called strike 2. So the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Carson Burnett. Jack Terosian's down at third base. And Richie looks in for the sign. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And swung on a miss for strike 3. So through all of that, Cade Richie strikes out the side. But the Moo put 3 runs up on the board. And so Fremont gets 3 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 runner left. We're through 1. 3-1 the Moo. More in a moment. This is Fremont Moo baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field. You'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber since 1923. Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field. Lincoln Premium Poultry is excited for Fremont Moo baseball this summer. Hey, you're looking for a new opportunity? You can hit it out of the park with a job at Lincoln Premium Poultry. With a fantastic culture, great pay and benefits, and room for growth, Lincoln Premium Poultry is one of Fremont's best destinations for summer fun and employment. Just go to LincolnPremiumPoultry.com right now and check out all the job opportunities available.
Back to historic Moeller Field. We're through 1 inning of baseball, and the Fremont Moo lead the Plainsmen by a score of 3-1. Alongside Alex Burstein, I'm Rich Ray. The Plainsmen will have their 6, 7, 8 batters coming to the plate: Kyle Whitaker, Andrew Cuff, and Sam Bradshaw. Moo baseball is brought to you in part by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau. We're doing a little bit of pinata killing taking place down on the field. A little bit. Yep.
Candy on the ground. I'm surprised the kids aren't chasing after it already.
No, they'll catch on.
Yeah.
I'm still tired after all the fireworks last night. How are things over by you? And I live in the same practical neighborhood of town, or you're staying in the same neighborhood of town, and a lot of fireworks I heard last night, and same at your place.
Always is.
Good deal. That's different in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, Illinois, they're very tight on it. The town does them, but other than that, sparingly. I was amazed at how some of the ones that just individuals are doing, how big they are. Not used to that. Ooh, Bo just did a big swing of the piñata.
Bo's wiping out the piñata here, huh? Okay, very good. We're watching the off-field promotion hold up the on-field game. This is awesome. All right, here's the DH, Kyle Whitaker. He had a 3-run home run yesterday, his first home run of the year. He's batting .211 with that 1 homer, and he's driven in 5 this season. So Cordham will deliver the first pitch at the top of the second, and it is on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, we saw Whitaker has power, but he really has to time up his pitch as well. When Alex Oliver came into the game, he really struggled with that velocity, so mixed signs from Whitaker.
0-1 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 2. So the count, no balls and 2 strikes on Kyle Whitaker, the designated hitter. So you did a 4th of July in Fremont, Nebraska. Yeah, boy. Comes the 0-2 to Whitaker. And he fouls this one off to the right side. The count stays 0-2. And I know your roommate is Alex Oliver, correct?
Yes.
He enjoyed it, I assume.
Yeah, he was asleep early. He works at the golf course in the morning, so
he does.
He's always out much earlier than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Alex gets some sunshine during the summer. That's for sure.
Working on that tan.
I wonder if the tan affects the handlebar mustache. Too much sun makes it a little frizzy.
I could not tell you.
Yeah.
I just burn.
The 0-2. Whitaker Bounces one up the third base side. Gloved over at third by Bonner. Toss on over to first in time for out number 1.
Yeah, good play there by Bonner. He's been solid in the hot corner this season and makes a good move running in and throwing and gets it to first in time.
So 1 away, and then I'll bring up third baseman number 14, Andrew Cuff. Andrew did not play yesterday. 6'2", 175 from Mount Angel, Oregon. Plays his college ball at Centralia College. Batting 172, no homers. He's driven in 3. First pitch to Cuff. He swings and hits his ball towards center field. Coming on as Brooks. He's underneath it and makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, a little less of a run needed there by Brooks than his first catch today. A well-struck ball there by Cuff, but Brooks easily able to make up the ground and gets a quick out number 2 on the line out.
That's what Cordham likes to see, too. A couple of quick outs to help out his cause. So it brings up the catcher, Sam Bradshaw. Bradshaw is from Sonoma, Washington. Plays ball at Blue Mountain Community College. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There's a pitch down low for a ball. It's 1-0. Bradshaw struggling this summer, batting .056. No homers. He's driven in 2. 1 ball and no strikes to Sam Bradshaw. The line by Cordham in the 1-0. Swung on and tapped foul behind home plate. And the count evens. It's 1-1. If Bradshaw gets on, then we'll see Adrian Amasquita, who'll be up next. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bradshaw. Next pitch on the outside corner. First strike, it's 1-2. Between Amasquita, Tarosian, Frolic.
It's good names tonight.
It's more like the Bears secondary. Here's the 1-2. Outside for a ball. It's 2-2. I started doing this for the Moo, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
And so we had a player, Nico Aspoqueta was his last name. It took me half the season to get that out. 2-2 pitch, swung on, hit to center, coming on as Brooks, and that's going to fall in front of him for a base hit. So Bradshaw gets a hit. Second hit for the Plainsmen. A 1-out single extends the inning for Adrian Amasquita.
Yeah, similar idea to what Andrew Cuff had, just line it up the middle. This one, though, drops in front of Brooks, and they had no chance at that one. And all the damage has been done today with 2 outs for the Plainsmen.
Amasquita at the plate. First pitch. Top of the zone breaking ball for a strike. It's 0-1. He's looking for his first hit of the season.
Yeah.
And Amasquita has had, I think 16, 17 at-bats. The 0-1. He swings and misses. He's down to the count 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Adrian Amasquita. Sam Bradshaw still over at first with 2 away. Fremont leading 3-1. We're in the top of the second. Pitch from Cordham, swung on a miss for strike 3, and that will retire the side. So a strikeout for Reese Cordham. That's his first of the night, and that's going to do it for the Plainsmen here in the top of the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left through an inning and a half. 3-1 in favor of the Moo. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field, you'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field. Lincoln Premium Poultry is excited for Fremont Moo Baseball this summer. Hey, you're looking for a new opportunity? You can hit it out of the park with a job at Lincoln Premium Poultry. With a fantastic culture, great pay and benefits, and room for growth, Lincoln Premium Poultry is one of Fremont's best destinations for summer fun and employment. Just go to LincolnPremiumPoultry.com right now and check out all the job opportunities available.
Welcome back to historic Moeller Field. Happy Friday night to you. Alongside Alex Burstein, I'm Rich Ray. Independence League Baseball Association action, Game 2 of a 4-game series. The Moo trying to get this series evened up after dropping the first game yesterday to the Plainsmen. And Fremont leads it 3-1 as we work our way to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters for Fremont, Trey Brooks, Connor Peterson, then back to the top of the order with Isaac Bonner. Moo Baseball is brought to you in part by Keel's Barbershop. To keep your hair and for the best haircut around, stop into Keel's at 88 West 6th Street in Fremont. I took a page out of your book yesterday. Mm-hmm. You being the fair-skinned, redheaded broadcaster. And You use the sunscreen.
Of course. Always have it on me.
I went and picked some up. And
there we go.
Where I stay, we've got a community pool.
Yeah.
So I made it out there a couple times with the days off.
Uh-huh.
Put a little bit of that on there, and so using the old noggin.
Exactly.
Yep.
I just had to buy some more sunscreen.
You have what?
I just had to buy some more sunscreen the other day.
Here's Trey Brooks stepping in, batting 145, no homers. He's driven in 5. The center fielder for the Moo tonight, and Cade Ritchie's first pitch is swung and a miss for strike 1. No balls and a strike to Brooks with Connor Peterson to bat next. Well, Ritchie struck out the side in the first. That's the highlight.
Mm-hmm.
Although 3 runs came across off 1 hit. Brooks swings to the next pitch and misses, and he's down 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes here on Trey Brooks.
Yeah, it hasn't been a lot of called strikes. There's a lot of swing and misses from the Moo.
0-2 pitch, swung on and foul back to our right. It's about as close as it's going to get to you there, Alex.
Mm-hmm. I almost got one last night. I was sitting at one of the picnic tables, and a foul ball goes straight up and lands in the cement, like right next to us. But I didn't have a glove or anything, and this was a towering foul ball.
0-2 pitch. Brooks takes it high. Excuses. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Trey Brooks.
I'm trying to keep all my bones.
That's wise.
Not broken.
That's wise. He's a smart young man. He goes to Syracuse, ladies and gentlemen. He's a bright young man. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, swung and a miss. In the dirt, got by Bradshaw. Brooks is going to fly down to first. He'll be down there with the wild pitch. And so it's a strikeout and a wild pitch as Brooks reaches. That's the 4th strikeout for Cade Ritchie. But it's also the 3rd wild pitch uncorked by Ritchie as well.
Yeah, a good job there by the second baseman Boyle, who backed up the throw from the catcher there. It was way over the head of Ortega, and that could have been another situation where the Moo get an extra free base, but Boyle does a good job backing that up and keeps Brooks at first base.
So here's Connor Peterson, the Midland product out of Tucson, Arizona, batting .089, no homers, driven in 5. First pitch, and Peterson takes it down low. Brooks takes off, scooped out of the dirt, the throw to second base, and Brooks is out. He did not get a good jump, and Bradshaw was able to pick it and make an accurate throw. So the count, 1 ball and no strikes here on Connor Peterson, and there is 1 away.
Yeah, Bradshaw's a young catcher, but that's his 3rd runner caught this season. He's the only catcher on this squad who's caught a runner, and now 3 of them on the year.
1-0 pitch to Peterson. Swing and a miss. That one hurt my back as Connor was swinging. It's now 1-1. I just saw one of the Fremont's finest driving by on Main Street, and then Connor was trying to plant it on top of that police car. My goodness, what a swing. 1 ball and 1 strike to Peterson. Next pitch. Way outside. It's now 2-1. So these two have played in the same program with each other. Connor, of course, starter on the Midland baseball team, and Ritchie with the junior varsity program. 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch, Peterson swings and fouls it back. The count evens here at 2-2. I think one thing that we're seeing so far early is that the Moo are being over-aggressive at the plate.
I was just about to say that. I think they're seeing this slower pitching than they're used to, and they're kind of just swinging high at a bunch of pitches and overconfident, you could say.
2-2 to Peterson, swings and lofts it in the air to left. Now Mosqueda coming on, and it drops in front of him. That'll be a base hit for Connor Peterson.
Yeah, that one looked like it was going to travel a little further, but ends up dropping about halfway down that left field line. And Mosqueda once again with a weirdly placed ball out to left field, and the Moo will take it with another hit.
I think a lot of it, too, is that, you've got to play deep and left because most of the time the ball is going to end up near the warning track. But the 2 hits that we've seen out there have come off the end of the bat.
Yep.
And so you got to come in, and it's just tough to chase that down. Isaac Bonner steps to the plate now, walked his first time, eventually came around and scored. First pitch is down low for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes to Isaac Bonner. He did a little bit of everything on his first trip to the plate. Walked, got to second on a pass ball. He advanced to third on an errant throw, and then later scored on a wild pitch. 1 ball and no strikes here to Isaac Bonner. Moo lead 3-1. We're in the bottom of the second. Here's the 1-0. Bonner rips one right to first, and it's going to be off the glove of Ortega. That's a fair ball as it goes into foul territory. Peterson around second. He's going to end up at third base. His runners will be at the corners.
Yeah, that was a hard-hit ball, and Ortega thought he had a chance at it standing in fair territory. His glove was in foul territory, but it doesn't matter because of where he is, and ends up a fair ball. And the Moo with another lucky break here.
I'm going to correct you on air.
Okay.
It's a.
Was he?
If If he's in fair territory, and that glove is over in foul territory and makes contact in foul territory, it should be a foul ball.
Oh, okay. It looked from here like it was in foul territory.
But I will tell you this. We have a pitching change.
Yeah.
And so with our pitching change tonight, I'll have Alex take the center stage. Tell us about who you interviewed.
Zach Vincent, another Midland guy and one of the pitchers for the Moo.
All right, here's our Moo mid-game interview.
Alex Burstein here with Zach Vincent for today's Moo mid-game interview. Zach, you're here in Fremont most of the year at Midland. Why you decided to come and stay here for the summer to play with the Moo?
I just love Midland. Been here for 4 years. I got the opportunity to play for the Moo this summer after a good spring, and so kind of a dream come true to play summer ball outside of Arizona. So it's a lot of fun.
And then we saw your first appearance or two were as a reliever, but you've moved into a starter role. What's kind of been the difference in those two positions for you this season?
So it was kind of the same with Midland. I was a reliever for about half the season. It's a different little mindset, but I've been a reliever for the last couple of years. I'm moving to the starter role. Makes me feel young again, trying to go as far as possible. But it's kind of just the same adjustment, just keeping hitters off balance, getting as deep in the game as possible, keeping the runs off the board for the team, and putting them in a good situation to win.
You have a preference for relieving or starting? Something you like more?
I prefer to start. I like the feeling of the game in my hands. You either love it or hate it, depending on how you play, but at the end of the day, I'd prefer to start.
And then we're into July now, over halfway into the season. What have you kind of learned about yourself? What do you think you've improved on the most throughout the season so far?
I've kind of had some rough outings here lately. Just battling with some weather stuff. Never played in the community like this before, so that's different. But at the end of the day, it's just I've learned, I just got to keep my head on straight, and past success doesn't lead to present success. You got to keep working, doing your own thing. Just prepare the same as you always would, and just keep your head on straight. And baseball's a game of failure, so just remember failure's going to happen, but success it's hard work.
And you mentioned 4 years at Midland and how with the Moo, a lot of games at Moeller Field. What's kind of your favorite part about playing here, or anything interesting about the field as a pitcher?
Moeller Field is not a hitter's park, that's for sure, and so it definitely makes it interesting, and I love Moeller. It gives you that feel of, Sandlot-like, and a lot of guys, they see it, and, they're like, oh, it's interesting, but at the end of the day, Moeller's it's one of those places at nighttime, everything's electric, everything's fun, so I love Fremont. It's a nice little home away from home.
And then looking ahead, one more year at Midland, what are kind of your goals after that? Do you want to stay in sports, or what are you looking for?
Ahead of Midland, I'd love to play as long as possible, but at the end of the day, baseball's going to end for me at some point, and if baseball doesn't work out, I'm going into the golf business. So staying in sports, but sadly, it probably won't be baseball.
Zach Vincent, our Moo mid-game interview. Thanks for your time, Zach.
Good job, Alex. Zach joining us for that. Good conversation with the young man. Xavier Salazar now onto the mound for the Plainsmen. He is 5'9", 190. He's from San Antonio, Texas. He plays for Midland. He has seen some varsity pitching action for the Warriors. He faces Bridger Coleman. Thrown over to first and picked off is going to be Bonner. Bonner was leaning, and Salazar able to pick him off, and that's the second out of the inning. We've had 2 base running gaps by the Moo here this inning.
Yeah, back-to-back throws there, so Bonner should have been ready for that second one, but once again takes a little too big of a lead, and base is empty again here for Salazar.
You know who's the happiest about that play? Cade Ritchie. And he says, thank you, Salazar. So still waiting for our first pitch here to Bridger Coleman. Runner at third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. Salazar at Midland has been a two-way player. He's done a lot of DH duties and some pitching. Also does some catching. 1 ball and no strikes here to Bridger Coleman. Peterson over at third. Here's the 1-0. Coleman swings and pops it in the air. Foul ball back to our right in front of the grandstand. It drops. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Salazar's mainly been a starter this summer. He's had 3 games started, compiling an 0-3 record. He's gone deep into some games, 5 innings each time, including a 108-pitch performance his last time out, 6.53 ERA. So we'll see what we can do against this Moo squad.
1 ball and 1 strike to Coleman. The kick and the pitch is high for a ball. It's 2-1. Want to remind you, during the 5th inning today, we've got Chicago Cubs baseball trivia. Alex is going to try to get back on track here, and you can help him out on our social media platforms, on Mixlr and also on YouTube. I got 2 questions for him today. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Bridger Coleman foul tips it in the glove of Bradshaw for strike 2. It's 2-2. I saved the Cubs for when you returned.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And we'll see if you still appreciate it when I'm done with the trivia questions today.
Maybe not.
Where's the confidence? 2-2 here on Bridger Coleman. Salazar a long set and the pitch. And that missed off the corner. So the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Cade Ritchie goes an inning and a third, scattered 3 hits, walked 2, 3 wild pitches, and a hit batsman. And he's given up 3 runs and responsible for Peterson, who's over at third base. 3-2 the count. Next pitch on the way. That's outside. That's ball 4. So Bridger Coleman draws a walk for the second time this evening. And that'll put runners at the corners.
Yeah, Salazar really trying to attack the outside part of the plate there for a couple of breaking balls, but gets a little too much break on them, and some good patience at the plate from Coleman once again. Now we'll see what Colin Pitts can do.
Collins struck out swinging his first time against Cade Ritchie. So runners at the corners with 2 away. Fremont leads at 3-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Stretch by Salazar. And the pitch. Pitts swings and pops it up, and that'll be to the left, and it's going to drop as a foul ball.
Yeah, Bradshaw couldn't find that one in the sun. I think he might have had a play at it, but once again, Pitts kind of swinging at these high pitches and has not found success.
That ball was so up on the bat, it might have grazed his knuckles when he made contact with that, and it popped up and went back behind home plate about 10 feet and a little bit to the left. Bradshaw couldn't find it. It's one of those odd ones where you think it's going to go to the right, but just the odd way it comes off the bat. No balls and 1 strike here to Colin Pitts. Next pitch. Inside, got by Bradshaw to the backstop. Coming home is Peterson, and he is going to score, and it's a 4-1 Moo lead. It's going to be a pass ball. Pitch was inside, but catchable. So Peterson scores. Coleman down to second. And a 1-ball, 1 strike count here on Colin Pitts. 4-1 in favor of the Fremont Moo. One ball and 1 strike on Pitts. Lufkin, Texas. Centenary College out of Louisiana. The 1-1. Up and in. It's 2-1. If you just heard me say that, Colin did, he would probably slap me around a little bit. It's
Centenary?
No. Louisiana. It's the way you should say that. Louisiana. Not Louisiana. Louisiana. Right?
I did not know that.
2-1 is high. It's now 3-1. Well, another community that's closer to your hometown is Louisville.
Yes.
Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Not Louisville. Not Louisville. Louisville.
I've gotten correct
right,
on that many a time. No, I think you're right.
Yeah, no, Will's giving me the thumbs up down there. 3-1 pitch. Pitts swings, fouls it back to our left, and out of play.
Well, Syracuse is in the same conference, and at the radio stations, they're very cutthroat on how you pronounce the opposing schools. And
yep. So you know that one.
Yes.
Yes. Cutthroat. Wow. You say it wrong, they pull you off the broadcast? Is it that rough at Syracuse?
We get our fair share of critiques.
Do you? This is why you got Tirico and Costas and all the others have gone through there. The 3-2 swung on a foul back, although Costas went for a year. I don't know if you knew that or not. Bob Costas went to Syracuse for 1 year and said, I'm good.
No, he was longer.
He did not graduate.
He did not graduate, but he was there because he got a job.
Because
he was calling professional basketball.
He says, I got a paycheck out of this. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch. Down and away, ball 4. So Colin Pitts will draw a walk. So Salazar has walked the first 2 batters that he's faced. That'll put runners at first and second. We'll bring Steven Espinoza to the plate.
Yeah, the control continues to be the struggle for now the second pitcher today for the Plainsmen. We saw walks given up by Ritchie, and that's continued here with Salazar. And the Moo just have to keep being patient at the plate. That's how they've gotten their 4 runs.
It is a 4-1 Fremont Moo lead. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And this is Steven Espinoza, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the first. Salazar checks the runner and the pitch. He's going to be outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So some of the other big names at Syracuse, broadcaster-wise, hit me. Alex
Jason
Burstein.
Benetti.
Okay. Jason Benetti.
There's so many.
Jason Benetti.
No, I'm blanking, but
here's the stretch by Salazar, the 1-0 on the way. Swung on foul back. It's now 1-1. Of course, you grew up next to Northwestern in Evanston, another big broadcasting school. Mm-hmm. And that one, you think of Mike Greenberg.
Mike Wilbon, too.
Michael Wilbon, yep.
I once saw him in the airport and was too scared to say hi.
They don't bite, Alex.
No, it was also like 8 a.m. and he looked very tired.
The 1-1 pitch. Espinoza fouls this one back. It's now 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Steven Espinoza.
Saw Wilbon at the airport. I met Jason Benetti at the airport. Everything happens in Chicago.
Everything happens at the airport. My favorite thing about O'Hare is the floor escalator with all the funky lights that
beautiful.
And as you go from one concourse to another. I had an 8-hour layover in O'Hare one time. Oof. Talk about spending the day in the airport. 1-2 to Espinoza. Hits it off the hand. Slow roller on the left side. Charged by Fish. He'll throw on over to first base and not in time. So that's going to be a base hit for Steven Espinoza, an infield single, and that's going to load up the bases.
Yeah, good effort there by Fish to come in and get the ball, but his throw kind of short hops in front of the first base bag into the glove of Ortega, and you've got a speedy Espinoza racing down the line. And another hit here for the Moo, who are up to 4 in just 2 innings.
So it's going to bring Grant Nottleman to the plate, and he's got a chance to crack this ball game wide open here if he can come up with a solid single. Nottleman 0 for 1. He struck out swinging earlier. Was away from the Moo for just a little bit. He had a family commitment that he was spending time on, so good to see him back. Here's the stretch by Salazar on the pitch. And that's at the top of the zone for a strike. It's now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Grant Nottleman. 4-1 Fremont. We're in the bottom of the second. The longer this game goes, the longer the margaritas will be sold here at historic Moeller Field. So I'm waiting to see how vocal the crowd gets as we go on throughout the night. The 0-1. It's in there for a called strike. It's 0-2. Chad Miller is our owner. I was talking to his wife, Jessica, before the ball game. I said, I heard a rumor that you're going to have a full pitcher of margaritas and come up and do color commentary on the broadcast. She said, no.
No?
The 0-2 upstairs for a ball. It's now 1-2. It's an attraction. It certainly is. Yeah. I mean, La Hacienda has done this for the last couple of years on Fiesta Fridays. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Grant Nottleman. Here's the stretch. Next pitch. And that just missed the outside corner, so the count evens at 2-2.
Yeah, good pitch there. Breaks to the outside part of the plate, and once again, the whole infield thought they got the final strike needed. But patience from Nottleman here.
Counts even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Nottleman, the left-hander, holds the bat high, and the pitch from Salazar. Swung on a miss for strike 3, and that will end the inning. So Nottleman strikes out for the second time, and Xavier Salazar gets his first K of the night. That's going to do it for the Moo here in the bottom of the second. They do score a 1 run, and they do it off of 3 hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left. We played 4-1 in favor of Fremont. More in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet, snake, and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlumb.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Fremont Moo Baseball is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, with 10 Omaha locations, including Fremont, Council Bluffs, and Norfolk. With delicious hand-battered, cooked-to-order Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, mouth-watering cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, irresistible Texas toast, fresh coleslaw, plus freshly made tea and lemonade poured over their signature crushed ice. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, tasty supporters of Fremont Moo Baseball.
2 innings complete at historic Moeller Field, 4-1. The Moo with the lead, taking us through innings 3 and 4. Alex Burstein.
Thank you, Rich. The Plainsmen struck in the first inning with 1 run, but they've been held scoreless since. They trail 4-1 as the top of the lineup comes to the plate to face off against Reese Cordum in the top of inning number 3. It'll be C.J. Fish, Jackson Brooks, and Luke Froelich due up. as Gordon gets a couple more warm-up pitches in, and then he'll be ready to go against C.J. Fish. Gordon's looked solid through his first couple of innings, has gotten the first two guys out in both the first and second inning, then a couple of reaches for the Plainsmen, but only one run given up. They'll try to keep it there here as Fish strolls to home plate. A lefty on righty matchup. Gordon, really the only lefty starter in this lineup for the Moo. There's not a lot of lefty pitchers for Fremont, but he's been solid. We'll see what he can do against Fish. Fish out of Midland University. Flew out to right field his first time up. First pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike one. Fish entered today hitting .231 on the season. Had a big game yesterday. 2 doubles. He showed that he has some power in his bat. As the shortstop gets ready for the 0-1. Fouled off to the right-hand side.
I want to remind folks that Moo Baseball is brought to you in part by Bloom Optical. They are the eye care professionals. They care about your eye care, your eyewear, but most importantly, they care about you.
0-2 the count on C.J. Fish. Cordum takes his step. Here's the pitch. This one fouled, swung on and missed for strike 3. Coleman will chase the pitch back and throw down the first in time for the strikeout. So the pitch got under Coleman there, but he throws down the first in time for a strikeout.
It's a good effort by Coleman to go back, get that baseball, and then complete that throw down to first base. And Cordum's got his second strikeout tonight.
Back-to-back Ks here for Cordum after none through the first 8 batters faced, as Jackson Brooks will come to the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Brooks flew out to center his first time up on a nice play by Trey Brooks, the other Brooks, out in center field. This one hit towards center again, and it will bloop over the head of Espinosa. And safely in with a single here is Jackson Brooks.
Just in off the hands and muscled it, didn't he?
Yep. Didn't get a lot of contact on that one, but once again, just a little bit out of reach of Steven Espinosa there, who's been close to a couple highlight reel plays. As Chris Ortega will come to the plate. Luke Froelich will come to the plate. Right fielder out of Morningside College. Runner at first base. Gordon checks. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
So you're telling me with your story earlier about seeing famous people in the airport.
Yeah.
You're not one of those people that is, just hanging out in the airport just to meet the famous celebrities and go up and get autographs.
No. These are after flights. Here's the 0-1. This one hit up the middle. Espinosa gets it on a couple bounces, throws to first in time, and it goes to second in time, and the fielder's choice gets the lead runner, Brooks, route number 1.
That was not an easy play. Espinosa had to charge that. I thought for a moment that Cordum might reach his body to try to field it, but he let it go through. And Espinosa able to get it over to Peterson to force out Brooks.
So there'll be 1 on with 2 outs for Chris Ortega. Singled his first time out. Got out on the fielder's choice, trying to advance to second. First pitch is low. And we'll move to a 1 out. Ortega hit .240 this past spring for Midland University. Here's the 1-0. This one hammered towards left center field. The left fielder Nodelman gets under it and makes the grab for out number 3. So a 1-out single by Jackson Brooks, but no one scores here in the top of the 3rd. It will be no runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. It's the Moo 4, the Plainsmen 1. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Fremont Moo Baseball is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, with 10 Omaha locations, including Fremont, Council Bluffs, and Norfolk. with delicious hand-battered, cooked-to-order Raising Cane's chicken fingers, mouth-watering cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, irresistible Texas toast, fresh coleslaw, plus freshly made tea and lemonade poured over their signature crushed ice. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, tasty supporters of Fremont Moo baseball. We move to the bottom of the third here at historic Moeller Field. Fremont on top of the Plainsmen 4-1, 4 hits for the Moo, 3 hits for the Plainsmen, and 1 error as well for the Plainsmen as Xander Salazar will enter his second inning of work for this Plainsmen squad, and they'll do it against the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Moo, Jack DeRozan, Carson Burnett, and Trey Brooks. DeRozan will lead things off. Singled his first time up on a nice ball struck opposite field to left field and got around the third but was stranded there. Rising redshirt senior at Creighton University. Plays in nearby Omaha. First pitch. That one gets in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. So now 3 Creighton Blue Jays on this Moo roster. O'Malley, Fucino, and DeRozan. This pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 the count.
It's all about connections and knowing people. And there are some connections where the Moo knows some people.
Exactly. The 0-2 outside.
That's what college summer league ball is all about. I mean, when you make connections all over the country, you ask coaches, say, you got players you want to play somewhere?
Send them our way. Here's the 1-2. This one inside part of the bat popped up, and that will go foul into the stands here at Moeller Field, and we'll keep it at a 1-2 count on DeRozan. Started off his career at Hutchinson Community College. Hit .329 in 2 years there. Here's the 1-2. This one smoked down the right field line and fair into right field. DeRozan will chase around first and go into second. He slides and is safely in. A slow effort out there in right field by Froelich to get the ball, and DeRozan takes advantage, and he has 2 for 2 to start off his summer.
That's the aggressiveness that you want to see, and DeRozan brings that. Thinking double right out of the box, and gets into the keystone, forcing that throw, and able to beat it, and the Moo got a runner in scoring position.
Bring Carson Burnett to the plate, who would love to have an RBI here, and with the speed DeRozan possesses, it's definitely possible. Struck out his first time up for the freshman out of Ohlone College. Pitch is high, and the 1-0 count.
Back to the airport story. I've seen Ditka in the airport.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's about as famous, I think, as it gets.
1-0 the count on Burnett. Pitch is fouled back.
Could you imagine, though, being a famous person, you're walking through the airport, and everybody sees you.
Exactly.
And they all want to come up and take pictures with you. I mean, there's a part of you that's just got to say, you know what, I'm trying to get to my connecting flight.
Exactly. That's why you're always like, do I say something? Do I not?
Just scream, I loved you in that movie, and nothing will go wrong.
Here's the 1-1 from Salazar. Swung on and missed on a breaking ball to Burnett, and he'll fall behind in the count 1-2. 4-1, Fremont leading here in the bottom of inning number 3 on a beautiful night for baseball here in Fremont, Nebraska. Runner at second base. Salazar stares in for a long time looking for the sign. Checks the runner at second. Now readies for the pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball inside, rung up for strike 3. And Burnett will get sent back to the dugout, shaking his head, but a backwards K here for Salazar. And out number 1 here in the bottom of the third.
Pitch might have been tight, but also might have been too close to take with 2 strikes. And so I think Connor McGonigal didn't like that either. He's shaking his head down at the third base coaching box. Jeff Kopensky's usually had a pretty good zone. And we'll leave that one with a question mark next to it. How's that?
Fair enough. Trey Brooks comes to the plate. Center fielder, first pitch is high. And the 1-0 count.
And sometimes as an umpire, when you've got a ball game to where you've got one pitcher that's just all over the place, can't find the zone, as soon as you see one that comes close as an umpire, it's human nature.
Exactly.
You want to call strike. Because that's what umpires want to do. They want to call strikes. They want to get outs.
1-0. Check swing. Doesn't matter. It's in the zone anyways. And Salazar hammering that inside part of the plate on these righties and getting the calls he wants. So it'll be a 1-1 now on Brooks, San Jose State University. Runner at second base is Jack DeRozan. 4-1 ball game. Fremont leads bottom of the third. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside.
Have you heard the umpire's motto?
I've not.
Strikes get you outs. Outs get you home.
Yeah. It's true.
It is true.
There's
exactly.
no lies there.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-1. Brooks pops this one back into the netting here. And we'll move to a 2-2 count.
I think the biggest improvement that Trey is going to need to do further along his career is that he's got the athleticism.
Yep.
That's for sure. But at the plate, it just seems like he's swinging a heavy bat. The wrists are back underneath the bat. Looks like he's just laboring to bring the bat through the zone and not get the barrel out in front in time.
Yep.
And that'll be an adjustment he'll make as time goes on.
2-2. Foul down the first baseline.
And that's the unique thing about this is that most of these players for the Moo this year, and it shows a little bit with the record as well, really young.
Yes,
I mean, there's
it's a very young team.
I mean, most of these guys haven't played college baseball yet. I mean, they've been on a team where they've redshirted or did not play this year, and it'd be interesting to see what they look like next year at this time when it rolls around.
Here's the 2-2. Is in there for a called strike 3 at the bottom part of the zone, and back-to-back strikeouts looking here from Salazar. Moo trying to not waste a leadoff double from Jack DeRozan. And it'll be up to Connor Peterson, the 9-hitter out of Midland University, to keep things going. He singled his first time up, came around to score. He's one of the 4 Fremont runs here today. They lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the third. DeRozan still steady there with the lead out at second base. Here's the pitch inside.
And this goes to the stat I'm going to give you here. It goes to what has been kind of the downfall to potential Moo success this year. We've played, 2 2/3 innings? And the Moo have struck out already 7 times.
Yeah, a lot of strikeouts. Against pitching that, as we mentioned, these are inexperienced pitchers who have not thrown the ball a lot these last few years. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. We have seen the hits rise, but the strikeouts have kind of held steady for the Moo, and the next step is eliminating those strikeouts, leaving a lot of runners on base. That's been a constant trend for Fremont. Go back to last night, stranded 9 runners. Pitch, Peterson bounces this one to short. Fish gets it, throw across the diamond in time, and a 6-3 putout gets the Plainsmen out of the inning. A leadoff double for Jack DeRozan. He's stranded there. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for the Moo in the bottom of the third. We move to the fourth. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Tommy's Express Car Wash on East 23rd in Fremont. Have you given the Unlimited Tommy Club a try? Just download the Tommy's Express app, and guess what? When you download it now, you get your first month free. That's the Tommy Club, keeping your car clean every day. Wash as many times as you want each month. The Tommy Club starts at just $24.99 per month. Sign up today at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont.
Buffalo Wild Wings is your headquarters for great food, cold drinks, and is the place to sit and watch the game. Wings, tenders, burgers, sandwiches, and wraps, tacos, and more. You get to try one of B-Dub's fantastic sauces. B-Dub's takeout and delivery is now Buffalo Wild Wings Go. For a limited time, add a 6 count of traditional or boneless wings and get them for free using promo code GOWINGS on all orders of $10 or more. Located at 1220 East 23rd Street, Suite 300 in Fremont. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
We move to the top of the fourth here at historic Moeller Field. The Moo on top of the Plainsmen for the 1. 5 hits for Fremont, 3 for the Plainsmen. But the Moo have gotten a lot of their action done thanks to free passes and wild pitches. And now they'll try to keep things going defensively against the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Plainsmen.
Alex, a week from Monday is our very final Make a Difference Monday here at Historic Moeller Field with the Fremont Moo. And on that Monday this season, there will be a pregame kids clinic for ages 6 to 14 from 5:30 to 6:30, which is included with your game ticket. Half of the ticket proceeds go to the Elkhorn Athletic Association for tornado relief for families affected by the recent storms. Plus, get 10% off all Moo merchandise. That's actually 2 weeks from this coming Monday when the Moo take on the Bison. So make sure you get signed up and participate on Make a Difference Monday.
It's a weird schedule. A lot of Monday, Tuesdays off here in July for the Moo.
We got a Sunday coming up soon, I just noticed. A week from Sunday the 21st. Yeah. Well done. Good job, Alex. Whoever you talk to, nice job.
Be Brody Boyle coming to the plate. First pitch shows bunt, and this one goes foul.
Plainsmen are batting out of order. This is supposed to be Chris Ortega.
No, he flew out. This is right, I think. I have him as a fly out to end the third. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. I had a strikeout, single, fielder's choice, fly out in the third.
Okay. All right. I took my mulligan. There we go.
Here's the 1-1. Goes high to Boyle. 0 for 1 today. Reached via fielder's choice in the first out of Butte
I'm
College.
just laughing. Keep going. Keep going.
2-1. Inside.
All right, we caught up now? Rich,
Yes.
Rich, do you know what you're doing? Really, there are no margaritas in the press box. I promise.
We promise, yes.
Yes.
Only water up here.
It's only Mountain Dew that's in this the cup I have here.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Outside. And a 5-pitch walk here to Brody Boyle to get things going in the fourth. It's just the second walk offered today here by Reese Cordum, who's in his 4th inning of work as the starter for the Moo. Kyle Whitaker coming to the plate, who's shown this weekend he has some power in his bat. Hammered a home run yesterday on the 4th of July. Plainsmen got a 13-9 win in 10 innings for their first win of the season yesterday. 4-game set this weekend. Whitaker shows bunt. Cordum's pitch. This one hit towards first. Throw to second in time. There will be no throw back to first, but good job there by Burnett at first to get the lead runner. Peterson was covering the bag at second, and it'll be 1 on with 1 away for Andrew Cuff.
That'll bring it to third base.
That fielder's choice I got right in my
Andrew
book.
Cuff.
Yeah, that's what threw me off last inning.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
All caught up now.
Excuses. Right. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at?
Exactly.
And I've been doing a lot of laughing lately.
That's good. First pitch to Cuff. Breaking ball. Outside. 1-0 the count.
You fired up for Cubs trivia next inning?
I am. I'm a little nervous.
Are you?
I am.
I'm hoping that one of my questions is not too ridiculously hard for you.
1-0 fouled back. 1-1 the count.
But with you being, you're practically, your backyard is Wrigley Field.
Yep.
And you broadcasted there before, so you live and breathe everything Chicago Cubs baseball. I would think that anything I throw at you, you should be able to handle.
1-1 fouled off the inside part of the bat here from Cuff. We'll see.
So help Alex out.
Yes.
Coming up in the 5th inning by Truly Pointless Trivia chiming in on Mixler.com and also YouTube on the live chat.
The 1-2 misses outside and will even it out at a 2-2 count. 1 away here in the top of inning number 4, a 4-1 Fremont lead. Kyle Whitaker at first base, Andrew Cuff hitting, and Reese Cordum on the mound for Fremont. The lefty bends his knees. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed strike 3 on a off-speed pitch from Cordum, and 2 away now as Cordum gets his 3rd strikeout of the day.
Yeah, good breaking pitch.
And it'll bring the catcher Sam Bradshaw to the plate. Some single his first time up. Some nice plays, some overthrows as the catcher tonight for the Plainsmen. First pitch, fouled back. And that one's going to go into the dugout, and a grab made by one of the Plainsmen players for out for strike number 1.
Saw this happen a couple years ago up in Dickinson. Had a foul ball like that over on the right side. One of the Moo players reached up and grabbed it in the dugout, and the Badlands player was in position to make the catch.
Ooh.
Interference, runner out.
0-1, runner takes towards second. The throw down is off the glove of Peterson, and safely into second base is Kyle Whitaker.
That's one of those where Bridger Coleman says to myself, Connor, catch the baseball. The throw was on the money.
Yep.
And Peterson was a little late getting to it and trying to backhand it and slap the tag down. If he's there on time, Whitaker's out by a mile. But he gets a stolen base.
Yeah. So it'll be Kyle Whitaker at second base. 1-1 the count on Bradshaw. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-1 now on Sam Bradshaw. Out of Blue Mountain Community College. Cordham veers in for the pitch. Here's the 2-1. Outside. Oh, in there for a strike on the outside part of the plate. So a 2-2.
When you hear Blue Mountain, what region of the country do you think of?
West Coast, Northwest.
Mm-hmm. See, I think that too, or Kentucky.
Oh, that's true.
Is one of the two locations.
Yeah. Cordham checks the runner at second base. Here's the 2-2. At one outside. He's from Washington, so I'm assuming.
I think it's in the upper name.
Let's see.
I'll let you do research in a little bit.
Full count here on Sam Bradshaw. 2 away. Moo up 4-1. The pitch. This one bounced towards short. Moving to his right is Espinosa. Throws on the jump and gets it in first in time. An excellent play there by Steven Espinosa. And it will bring us to the end of the top of the fourth. It's a 4-1 Fremont lead. As the Plainsmen go scoreless in the top of the fourth. We move to the bottom of inning number 4. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers. Competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles. Book your next hotel stay at the Super 8 by Wyndham in Fremont. Conveniently located just minutes from historic downtown Fremont, the Fremont Splash Station, and the Fremont State Lakes. Our pet-friendly hotel offers affordable accommodations with easy access to all of our area's major attractions, including shopping, restaurants, and a multitude of outdoor activities the whole family can enjoy. Located at 1250 East 23rd Street. Book online now at wyndhamhotels.com/Super8.
We move to the bottom of the fourth here at historic Moeller Field. The Moo on top of the Plainsmen 4-1. Seemed early on like this was going to be a high-scoring game. 4 runs for the Moo in the first 2 innings, 1 run in the first inning for the Plainsmen. But since then, it's been more of a pitching battle here. Both the teams have stranded some runners on the base paths. Moo will try to punch in a couple more runs with their top of the order due up here in the fourth. Isaac Bonner, Bridger Coleman, and Colin Pitts coming to face off here against Xavier Salazar out of Midland University. Bonner coming to the plate. 1 for 1 today with a single in the second, a walk in the first. Came around the score in the first inning after a pass ball, an air, and a wild pitch. And now the lefty gets ready for the first pitch from Salazar. Outside. And the 1-0 count on Bonner. Bonner doing a good job here in the leadoff role. Always like to see your leadoff man get on base. He's done so both times today. 1-0. This one hammered towards center field. Drifting back is Brooks, and this one will bounce all the way to the warning track. Brooks turning around second base. He's going to try for 3. The throw is not in time. Superman dive into third base for Isaac Bonner, and the Moo have a leadoff triple in the bottom of the fourth.
That's how you do it. Hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark and then take off out of the batter's box, and Bonner gets all the way over to third. Second triple in as many days for Fremont, and another run 90 feet away.
It'll be Bridger Coleman, the team leader in RBIs, coming to the plate. He has 18 of those on the season, and a good chance to make it 19 here with Isaac Bonner standing at third base. Another player getting their jersey dirty here. Coleman, first pitch, in there for a strike.
Alex, you want some scores?
Sure.
Let's go to the Independence League. And in Pierre, Milwaukee taking on the Bison. They're in the bottom of the third inning. Milwaukee leading 9-0.
Oof. It was close last night.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 0-1. Leg kick, the pitch. In there for a strike. Coleman goes down 0-2 in the count.
In Hastings, the Sodbusters taking on the Sasquatch, and the Moo would like both of them to beat each other up a little bit. Top of the fifth, Hastings leads Spearfish 7-5.
0-2 count on Bridger Coleman. Here's the pitch. That one breaking ball outside. And a 1-2 count now on Bridger Coleman.
The other game going on tonight is in Casper, where the Spuds are taking on the Nebraska Prospects. Bottom of the third, Casper leading 1-0 in that ball game. You're up to date.
There we go. All 8 teams in action tonight. 1-2. Coleman. This one hopped into the glove of Fish, who throws it across the diamond in time. But Coleman will still get the RBI, as coming home safely as Isaac Bonner, and the Moo lead 5-1.
First things first, nice play by Fish to pick that ball to the backhand side and make an accurate throw. But Coleman doing what he needs to do to not get a run.
So it'll be bases empty now for the designated hitter, Colin Pitts. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout and a walk. First pitch, outside, 1-0. Salazar has a high leg kick. He does before every pitch. Get some momentum from that. Here's the 1-0. High pitch, swung on and missed by Colin Pitts. And we're leaving it out at 1-1.
Salazar pitches from the right side, and the talent level is not the same as the player I'm going to recognize in a moment, but
1-1 outside.
Reminds you a little bit of Fernando Valenzuela.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, former Dodger. He pitched from the left side, and a high leg kick, and he peered to the top of his cap as he brought the pitch home.
Here's the 2-1. In there for a strike. So it'll be a 2-2 count on Colin Pitts.
Fernando would have liked Fiesta Friday at historic Moeller Field. That's for sure.
Here's the 2-2. This one slowly bounced to the left of the pitcher's mound. The throw to first in time, and Pitts just jogging down there. Doesn't have a chance at first. And it will be a 1-3 putout for out number 2. So after the leadoff triple, back-to-back ground-outs here, induced by Salazar, and they'll try to keep it going here with Steven Espinosa coming to the plate.
That's a nice play by Salazar to get off the mound, and practically had to take it out of the webbing of the glove and make the play. And Pitts, with that torn quad from the regional play earlier this year, it's not healthy. And
no need to risk it.
No need to try to risk it running that one out. Understood.
Espinosa gets ready for the first pitch. Swung on and missed. A big swing there from Espinosa, but he's a little too late on it. And an 0-1 count now on the righty in the transfer portal. Still looking for a home next year. Here's the 0-1 inside.
He's had looks, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He's just trying to find a place to play.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. If you look at the Moo lineup tonight, 2, 3, 4 hitters. Bridger Coleman, Colin Pitts, Steven Espinosa, all looking for a home for next season. Some talent on this Moo team. 1-2. Espinosa down the third base line and just a hair foul. Almost hit the third base bag there, but Espinosa will head back to the righty's batter's box, still with the 1-2 count. Moo on top, 5-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. After Isaac Bonner came home on a Bridger Coleman ground out earlier this inning. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth for the Moo. The 1-2, high.
How about this for July 5th weather-wise?
Yeah, it's beautiful. 2-2. Espinosa skies this one in the infield. It'll be the shortstop Fish calling everyone off and makes the grab for out number 3. But Isaac Bonner gets the triple, comes around the score. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, no runners left on base. The Moo lead 5-1 as we enter the 5th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball, brought to you by WeC Plumbing, Heating, and Excavating, who bring you this bathroom break. When something messy breaks, remember, your duty is our duty at WeC Plumbing. Call 721-6908.
Gentlemen, here at WeC Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Sergeant.
Now, your Fremont's finest. finest. And I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Play in the Nebraska Lottery today for your chance to win. Play Trucks and Bucks for your chance to win one of 7 remaining Ford F-150s. Top prize odds are 1 in 336,000. The Nebraska Lottery has provided funding, fortune, and fun to the Cornhusker State for 30 years. The Nebraska Lottery has also given back $978 million to Nebraska through education, wildlife habitats, and the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by a local retailer and pick up a ticket for one of your favorite games today. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly.
It's a 5-1 ball game. Moo lead as we enter the 5th, and taking you through inning number 5, and with some Cubs trivia, here's Rich Ray.
Hey, thank you, Alex. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for the Plainsmen. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Moo. And Reese Cordham has gone 4 innings, so he's trying to get that 5th inning underneath of his belt to become eligible for a win if it happens here tonight. He'll be facing 9-1-2 Adrian Amasquita, CJ Fish, and Jackson Brooks here in the 5th inning. All right, we've got truly pointless trivia this inning, so help out Alex. He's back in the broadcast chair and trying to get back on track with what he would consider to be right up his alley, yes. Chicago Cubs trivia tonight. So you can chime in and help him at mixler.com/fmoo. That's our Mixler chat. And Jonathan's got the YouTube chat up and going at BSDN Live. But first, Adrian Amasquita comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging his first time. So Cordham into the line in the first pitch. Swung on a miss, a breaking ball. It's 0-1. All right, our first one's easy. Name the Chicago Cubs mascot.
Clark. Yeah.
Didn't even hesitate, did you? The 0-1 is outside. It's now 1-1. You don't even want multiple choice out of this?
No. I know it's Clark.
You know it's Clark?
Yes.
I assume that growing up as a kid, you probably got little things in your room that have Clark the mascot, right?
Of course.
So just by me saying that, you're right. 2-1 as the pitch misses outside to Adrian Amasquita. 5-1, the Moo in front. We're in the top of the 5th inning. The 2-1 is high, and you know why. He's named Clark, don't you?
Clark and Addison.
Yep, Clark and Addison, the two roads that meet there at Wrigley Field. That brought me to a thought that I had earlier about the one time I was at Wrigley. The 3-1 is going to be fouled on the left side. It's 3-2. The popcorn that I got one time there, you can take the box home with you, and it's called Nuts on Clark.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a big popcorn.
It is.
Company.
That and Garrett's are the two big ones.
Garrett's, yep. Kansas City Royals sell Garrett's popcorn, too. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and foul back. It remains 3-2.
You know, it's funny because Clark is the name of the mascot, but I've met animals. So my host family, they have a dog named Addie, named
Used
after
to be the Porters?
Addison, yes.
Right,
the
okay.
Porters. And then my grandparents had a dog named Wrigley, but no animals named after the mascot, Clark.
3-2 pitch, swung on and pulled down the left field line. It is going to be a fair ball. Nottleman will try to chase it down the corner. It got underneath of his glove. And over to second base on the play is going to be Adrian Amasquita. It's going to be a base hit and an error on the play.
Yeah, well, how about that for your first hit of the year? As that one was just lifted towards left field, and Nottleman, who's been out of practice for a couple of days here, he's had some time off from the Moo. Just lets that one go right under his glove, and now runner in scoring position with no outs for the Plainsmen.
So back to the top of the order is CJ Fish comes to the plate. So instead of a double, it's a base hit and an error. And here's Fish, who's 0 for 2. Swung on the first pitch and pops it into center field. Couple steps in for Brooks. He makes the catch, and we'll toss it back in on the fly to third base, and there's one away.
Yeah, that was a big first out for the Moo because a lot of balls hit to the outfield would end up advancing the runner, but that one hit to shallow center field, and Brooks with a good arm there in center field does not let the runner advance. So one on, and still just that runner at second.
So it's going to bring Jackson Brooks to the plate. He was 1 for 2, singled his last time. Runner at second with one down, top of the 5th. Fremont leads it 5-1. Cordham is set. First pitch to Brooks. Swing and a miss for strike one. Okay, you ready for the second trivia question?
I am.
All right. Name this double play trio that is in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Former Cubs made a double play trio that is in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and tapped to the right side. It's 0-2. I'll give you a hint. Okay, we're talking 1910. But this is the one I was worried about because I knew that but 114 years ago you wouldn't know it. But this is part of Cubs lore. Okay. There is a poem and a song that is named after this trio. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and hit in the air toward right. Coming on is Terozin. Terozin makes the catch and tosses it back in. They're 2 away.
Yeah, there's no carry tonight with the wind dead out there. And here in Fremont, and Terozin with a good job getting under the ball and gets a quick out number 2. Runner still stranded there at second base.
So it brings Luke Froelich to the plate. So
a poem and a song.
Yeah. It's called The Sad Lexicon. And if you're familiar with that, Cubs fans, you'll know this. I know it goes back to 1910, and I know it's a long time ago, but this is a big part of Cubs lore baseball. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be ripped by Froelich down the left side, foul ball. Just goes wide. And the count, no balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, well-struck ball there, and if it had been just a foot or 2 more to the right, would have been a very dangerous ball and easily scored Asakita out there at second base, but instead, no 1 count.
So to give you a hint on this, it's not much of a hit, but when you hear the poem, you hear the song, you hear the phrase, and I won't say the names, but it's blank to blank to blank. So it's the shortstop to second to first.
Yeah.
And this trio actually turned a double play to send him to a World Series. No balls and 1 strike to Luke Froelich. The pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to center field. This is hit well. Brooks going back to the warning track, and he is going to make it over the shoulder grab on the run up against the warning track for the final out of the inning. That's a nice play by Trey Brooks. And that will retire the side. So the Plainsmen threatened, but unable to score here in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. Midway through it, the Moo lead the Plainsmen 5-1. Back with the bottom of the 5th and more trivia when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Did you know that downtown Fremont is also known as the antique capital of Nebraska? Fremont and Dodge County also has many fine hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. We invite you to come and see why downtown Fremont has been named the most charming downtown in Nebraska by USA Today.
Kills Barbershop is the Sports Center barbershop in Fremont. Be sure you look your best and get into Kills Barbershop, where you'll receive quality haircuts in a friendly atmosphere. Get a fresh cut, have them hot leather, and shave your neck. If you're looking for that special feel of a true barbershop, Kills is the place for you. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 7:30 to 3. Kills Barbershop, 6th and Broad in downtown Fremont. They'll make you look your best.
We welcome you back to historic Moeller Field alongside Alex Burstein. I'm Rich Ray. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Fremont Moo are leading the Plainsmen by a score of 5-1. Nice play by Trey Brooks to catch a fly ball with his back to the infield on the warning track, going up against the fence to retire the side. So it'll bring 5, 6, and 7 to the plate for Fremont. Grant Nottleman, Jack Terozin, and Carson Burnett. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 against Xavier Salazar. Salazar has worked 2 1/3 innings so far of relief. And Nottleman will come to the plate, do his 0 for 2. He struck out swinging both times against both pitchers, Ritchie and also Salazar. So Nottleman will get ready to step in. Our coaches tonight, Connor McGonigal's at 3rd, and I think Ben Asher is strolling down to 1st.
Yep.
Each night,
it's a little different.
They're in a different spot.
Yeah.
First pitch to Nottleman. Outside for ball 1-0. Okay, so the trivia question I asked in Cubs lore, I need to know that famous trio of infielders from the Cubs that are all in the Baseball Hall of Fame. And this pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And if you know the poem and song, The Sad Lexicon, these 3 players are named in it. It's a catchy little tune. The 1-1 is high for 2-1. I stumped you on this one, didn't I,
You
Alex?
did, yes.
Yep. But Wade Callahan knows. Wade was able to chime in. He got it right. Tinkers to Evers to Chance. Those are the 3 players. Tinker to Evers to Chance. As this pitch misses, it's now 3-1. So that's going to be your assignment tonight to Yep, you're already looking it up. You're cheating. You're not cheating, but you're researching. So, yep, those three players. 19-10, the 3-1 pitch. Misses outside. That's ball 4. So Nottleman reaches for the first time. He draws a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that'll bring Jack Tarosian to the plate. So I'm gonna multimedia task here, where Wade Callahan is a big-time fan. He's actually a Cardinals fan. But Wade's son, Austin, played for the Moo and is in the minor leagues right now, part of the Reds organization.
Oh.
And so, Wade, I need you to chime in with me. I want to catch up a little bit here on the YouTube chat, if you don't mind, and I'm sure he'll help out. This pitch is in there for a strike. Austin was on the 60-day IL.
Oh, I was actually talking with him the other day.
You talked with Austin?
Yes, during Sunday's game.
Was he here?
Yes, he was here.
Oh, okay. Well, fill us in.
Austin is in Arizona on a rehab assignment, hoping to soon be back in the next couple weeks.
Okay, first of all, pause. Yes. Austin was here, didn't come up and talk to me? Really?
No, Wade was here.
Wade was here.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
all right.
No, Austin's playing ball.
I know. This pitch misses. It's 1-1. Go ahead.
But yeah, rehab assignment right now in Arizona. Hoping to be back at AA, which I'm blanking where it is right now. But
it's Chattanooga.
Yes.
The Chattanooga Lookouts. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
His 60-day IL stint, I think, is up here pretty quick.
Yeah.
So you got to meet Wade. That's awesome.
I did. Yeah. Yes. Very nice.
1-1. Pitch is down low. Bounces to the right. Runner goes. Throw from Bradshaw, not in time. So Nottleman gets down to second base at a wild pitch.
And then last night, I went to some fireworks, and I met the former host family of Emmett Olson, so I was learning more about him. So I've been meeting with all the people involved with some of the Moo major leaguers.
Look at you rubbing elbows with everybody. If you would just give out an autograph to fans once in a while and maybe pick up a check, that'd be good. Here's the 2-1. It's on the outside corner for strike.
So it's funny you say that because yesterday after the game, I had 2 young fans ask me for my autograph. And
Did you really?
I said, I'm not a player. And they said, we know, but you can sign it as the announcer. So I signed my first ever baseball yesterday.
There you go. Very good.
Very eventful 4th of July.
That's good. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch misses the outside corner. And it's now 3-2 here to Jack Tarosian. Grant Nottleman's at second. Nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. 5-1 in favor of the Moo. Fremont trying to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. And it's swung on and fouled straight back. So the count stays even here at 3-2.
How about the start to the day for Tarosian? First game of the year. Already with 2 hits, single and a double. We'll see if he can get another reach here.
See, I would have been RBI single after my first at-bat and then signed my retirement papers. I mean, I'm good.
1,000 with an RBI.
That's right. Here's the 3-2. Swung on. He hit high in the air to the right field side. That's going to hook foul out of play. I'm trying to think here. I used to do some semi-pro ball here in town, and so this would have been 08.
Yeah.
So, 16 years ago? I pitched at a couple games.
Oh.
And I picked up 2 wins. And it was one of those games to where, you walk 6.
Yeah.
And you get help from there. Tarosian swings and misses at this one's for strike 3. So, a strikeout for Salazar. That is his 4th. And there's 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. So, I'll bring Carson Burnett to the plate. So, I think over 2 years of a 3-year stint with the semi-pro team that we had, I pitched 3 times and picked up 3 wins.
Oh.
And I pitched against kids that had not played baseball in forever. I mean, you handpicked those, and you're like, yep, tonight's my night to throw. Here's the stretch from Salazar. And the pitch to Burnett. Swings and misses. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike.
So were you player, coach, owner, all the roles?
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah, so did it for 3 years.
Yeah.
That was plenty. What Chad Miller and his family do with the Moo, you guys, your fans, the listeners have no idea all the work that goes into this. Pitch misses, it's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Carson Burnett.
See, I wasn't even really familiar with town ball until coming here. Not that big in Chicago.
Nope. You want to get into semi-pro ball or a town team is what a lot of folks will know about it. There's a pitch that misses. Oh, I beg your pardon. It's in there for a strike. It's 1-2. And town team ball in Nebraska is pretty big.
Yeah.
South Dakota and Minnesota, it's life.
Really?
It is life. There's a amateur baseball Hall of Fame in South Dakota, the 1-2, because I used to broadcast in South Dakota. And one of the things that we did each year, the big event, was the South Dakota Amateur Baseball Championship. It was either in Sioux Falls or it was in Mitchell, one of the two. And you'd have town teams that would come in and double elimination tournament with like 24 teams, 2 divisions. Then the 2 division winners would play each other. Yep. 2-2 the count. Next pitch. Swung on, hit in the air towards center field. This is going to drop for a base hit. Nottleman is around third base. He's going to score easily. Carson Burnett with an RBI single puts the Moo up 6-1.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there by Burnett. Just softly pushes it to the outfield on the line drive and playing deep out there is Brooks, so he doesn't have a chance at that one. And good job for Burnett to break up a 0-for-2 start to the day.
So a 6-1 Moo lead. It's going to bring to the plate center fielder Trey Brooks, who made a fine defensive play out in center field last half inning. And the Plainsmen going to buy a little bit of time here for someone to warm up down in the bullpen here as Bradshaw is going to come out and talk to Salazar. I want to remind you that Moo Baseball is brought to you in part by Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency, your partner in managing risk. Your future is limitless. Let Inspro take you there. Go to marshmma.com to learn more. 6-1 in favor of the Moo. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Why is my phone blowing up? A lot of the questions I asked, that's why. There's the stretch by Salazar. Throw on over to first and the runner's back. So the count. No count as of yet. Now the throw on over to first base. Runner back to the bag. Six to 1 in favor of the Moo. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Stretch by Salazar on the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's now 0-1.
Yeah, good pitch there by Salazar after a few throws over the first base, but Burnett safely back into the bag each time. We're trying to stretch across a little more insurance.
0-1 pitch to Brooks. Hits this one off the hands just left of the mound. And Fish will pick it up off the bounce. Tosses on over to first. In time for out number 2. But it does advance the base runner, Burnett, to second. That took a funky bounce kind of at the... There's a little bit of a cutout just to the left of the pitcher's mound that is some worn grass that's growing back, and it caught inside that lip and took a awkward bounce, and Fish was able to react to it. Couldn't turn 2 in the play, but was able to get 1.
Yeah, another good play by Fish. He's been stellar out there at short today for the Plainsmen and saves a base runner there.
So runner at second with 2 down, and it brings Connor Peterson to the plate. Stretch by Salazar. The kick, and he'll look on out to second base. Through Big Dog Country, one of our broadcasters I've worked with for a long time is Isaac Payton. And Isaac was texting saying, I knew the answer to the Cubs question. Then he said, just kidding. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. 1-2 is what Peterson is at the plate, and this first pitch will miss for ball 1. So the count now 1 ball and no strikes, and Connor Peterson. Top of the order, Isaac Bonner will be next. 6-1, the Moo. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Fremont has scored in every inning but the 3rd. Salazar set. Couple looks to second. The 1-0. Peterson taking, and that's low. And the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes.
And that's that offensive consistency we were talking about before the game. It's nice to have 1 or 2 big innings early on. The Moo scored 3 in the first, but continuing to put the pressure on with 1 and 2 run innings is big to kind of show you're still in this game, and it's why the Moo have a 5-run lead right now.
6-1 our score. And the Moo trying to bounce back after a 13-9 10-inning loss to the Plainsmen yesterday. So after the quick chat between pitcher and catcher, Salazar will try a pickoff attempt out to second base. A couple of reasons for this. Plainsmen are buying time for a guy to get loose in the bullpen. You see a guy doing stretching and calisthenics down there right now as well. 2 balls and no strikes on Peterson. Next pitch. He takes it for a called strike. It's now 2-1. Talking a little bit about our umpires earlier, Jeff Kopetsky does a lot of baseball on multiple levels. Jason Harstick, as I said, who's on the bases, has done a lot of Division I ball. And he's the umpire-in-chief for the Dodge County Baseball League, which is we were talking town team ball earlier. This 2-1 is on the outside corner for strike 2. It's 2-2. And this is Dodge County here in Fremont, obviously, and the Dodge County League is 7 teams this year, and it's town team ball, and it's been going for well over 50 years.
Wow.
And that's what baseball is all about.
Yep. Tradition.
Yep. Got a great joke to tell you later.
Okay.
All right. Here comes the 2-2. Miss outside. It's now 3-2. Would love to tell it now, but, broadcasters' nightmares to try to tell a joke with a 3-ball, 2-strike count, 2 down in an inning, right?
Yes, we'll wait till the 6th.
Yeah. I would not make it at Syracuse. Not at all. the critiquers and professors would be just shaking their head. 3-2 pitch. And Peterson swings and misses for strike 3, and that ends the inning. So Salazar gets the strikeout, and he has struck out 5 in relief. And that's going to do it for the Moo here in the bottom of the 5th. But Fremont gets 1 run, and they do it on 1 hit. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. We're through 5, 6-1 in favor of the Moo. Alex takes over when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
We target cancers with precision technology. We save lives with advanced heart procedures. We deliver exceptional care for the most vulnerable pregnancies. We are Methodist. With a reputation built on generations of trust, our passion is shaping the future with innovative treatments, the newest advancements, and the compassion you deserve. Our greatest impact is your healthiest life. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Fremont's place to be is The Door in downtown Fremont. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 1 a.m. and Sundays from 11 to 1 a.m. The Door has great food, drinks, and an outdoor patio that is second to none. The grill is always on at The Door, and all items are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. Follow The Door on Facebook, located at 325 North Main Street in Fremont. The Door, beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. We're through 5 at historic Moeller Field. Fremont Moo leading the Plainsmen by a score of 6-1. To take us through innings 6 and 7 with play-by-play is Alex Burstein.
Thanks, Rich. Reese Corda makes the long walk out to the mound for his 6th inning of work. Gave up 1 in the top of the first, but since then he's looked really good. 4 hits given up, but no multi-hit innings for the Plainsmen. And the big number, a lot of zeros on that scoreboard as Fremont takes a 6-1 lead into the 6th. And they'll try to keep it going against the heart of this lineup, 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Plainsmen: Chris Ortega, Brody Boyle, and Kyle Whitaker.
Mean game of musical chairs there a moment ago. Yeah. And it didn't involve any Moo players.
Oh. Usually they're the ones who make it mean
That's
games.
right.
It'll be Chris Ortega, the cleanup man, to lead things off here in the 6th. 1 for 2 today. Single, fly out to left field. Out of Midland University. I have not played musical chairs in, oh my, long time.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yep. Could get hurt.
That's why the kids play it.
Yep.
Ortega gets ready for the first pitch. As Cordum sets, the late kick and the pitch outside, and a 1-0 count.
That's Wade. Wade, just come on in, Wade. We'll go ahead and let him in. So we'll see if we can get Wade to come on over here. Yeah.
Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball is hit high and foul, and we'll move to a 1-1 count on Ortega.
That's going to be 1 strike, Moo fans. Let's hear you out there. 2 strikes away from that half-price field.
Chris Ortega came into today hitting 267.
Alex, I'm going to let you.
And looks like we're going to have a guest here.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Wade here in just a second when we get a chance here.
As Reese Gordon looks in for the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is low, and a 2-1 count.
So we're chatting with Wade Callahan, who is with us. We were just talking with him a moment ago. How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you. It's good to see you. Austin's in rehab, right?
Yeah, he's had a little bit of a setback, and he's been taking some inflammation medicine for his wrist, and he's feeling good again, swinging the bat, and I think he's going to play some games out there in Arizona in the rookie league, and then they're going to send him. So
awesome. Very good.
He's doing good again.
2-2 count on Chris Ortega here. As Cordum will ready for the pitch, the late kick, and that one fouled back. keep it at 2-2.
Yep, and so he's coming along, which is good to see. Always good to catch up with Moo alums and see how they're doing. And
I stopped by tonight to one of Austin's teammates from Hutch Community College, Jack DeRosian, just joined the squad tonight.
Right,
so,
yeah.
There you
go. That's awesome.
Stop by and say hi to him quick.
You bet.
And yeah, he's feeling good now, and he's ready, of course, to get back at it. So,
very good.
Fly ball is caught in the infield by Connor Peterson as Ortega retired for out number 1.
Well, we'll let you go, but I appreciate you helping out Alex here on the trivia question and everything. And always good to see you. And take care.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you, Wade.
Care.
Thanks so much. Yep, that's Wade Callahan, who is Austin Callahan, former Fremont Moo player, and Fremont native's dad, joining us here in the press box. Good to see him.
First pitch to Brody Boyle is a breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count on the second baseman out of Butte College. 0 for 1 today, a fielder's choice reach and a walk. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball goes low, and we'll move it to a 1-1 count.
It's amazing how those professional broadcasters will be able to do these mid-game interviews and still call the play-by-play.
Here's the 1-1. Bunt laid down and goes foul down the first base line, 1-2.
And we do it inside our
Cramped
cozy press box.
Yeah.
Yeah, always good to have the folks that listen to us come by and say hi.
A 1-2 count on Brody Boyle. Cordum looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Outside. Cordum in his 6th inning of work. His last time out went 5 innings, picked up the win against the Hastings Sodbusters. He's looking for a 3rd win on the year. He's 2 for 2. Here's the 2-2 offering. This one hit toward short, 1 bounce into glove of Espinosa, throw across the diamond in time, and a 6-3 put out for out number 2 here in the top of the 6th.
Reese Cordum has quietly retired last 5 batters he's faced.
Showing no signs of slowing down for the left-hander out of Fort Scott Community College. As we'll bring the 6th-hitter, Kyle Whitaker, to the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. He's 0 for 2 today. Made it to second on a stolen base, but was stranded there. As Cordum, lefty, puts his glove up, and here comes the pitch. Check swing. They appeal down the first and in time. As Jason Harsick says, there was a swing and an 0-1 count.
You ever watch a Major League Baseball game nowadays, and if there's an appeal,
yep,
just about every single time the umpires are calling a swing.
Yeah.
Just about on every single attempt.
Here's the 0-1. Outside. 1-1 count.
And the batters are always
mad about it.
Always mad. Because they're like, you took the bat out of my hands.
Yep.
No, you swing.
Here's the 1-1. That one, big swing to miss here from Whitaker.
I think the most famous one is Bryce Harper getting mad at Angel Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Everyone got mad at Angel Hernandez at some point. Cordum readies for the 1-2 pitch. Long wait. Now he sets. Here's the pitch. This one fouled back. Whitaker with I think it's just a very well-used batting helmet. It looks like it's changing color in the back and the front. I can't tell if that's dirt or if it's just...
it's sat in a mud hole, is what it's done.
A 1-2 count on Whitaker. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Chased the pitch to the outside part of the plate. And that's another strikeout here for Reese Cordum. 1-2-3. He's retired 6 in a row. And it's a 6-1 ball game. Moo lead entering the bottom of the 6th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Find your purpose with work that matters. Methodist is hiring for clinical and non-clinical positions throughout our health system. Join a team that's making a difference and take advantage of a range of benefits like medical, vision and dental, flexible scheduling, and tuition assistance. To find all of our opportunities and apply online, go to bestcare.org/jobs. That's bestcare.org/jobs. Methodist, the meaning of care.
play in the Nebraska Lottery today for your chance to win. Play Trucks and Bucks for your chance to win one of 7 remaining Ford F-150s. Top prize odds are 1 in 336,000. The Nebraska Lottery has provided funding, fortune, and fun to the Cornhusker State for 30 years. The Nebraska Lottery has also given back $978 million to Nebraska through education, wildlife habitats, and the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by a local retailer and pick up a ticket for one of your favorite games today. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly.
Top of the order for the Moo lineup in inning number 6. It's a 6-1 Fremont lead over the Plainsmen here on a beautiful night at historic Moeller Field. With Xavier Salazar staying in for another inning of work. And he'll have to face off against the 1, 2, and 3 hitters Isaac Bonner, Bridger Coleman, and Colin Pitts. Bonner takes a few practice swings before stepping into the lefty's batter's box. He's had himself quite a day. A walk, a single, and a triple, 2 runs. First pitch is bounced towards second, coming in, and softly tossing it to first is Boyle. And one away here quickly in inning number 6.
That's efficiency for Salazar, though, what he wants to see. 1 pitch, 1 out.
I'll bring Bridger Coleman to the plate. He has a run, 2 walks, and a ground out today. Coleman's been one of the more consistent guys offensively for the Moo this season. Enter today hitting .307. He has 19 RBIs. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Hit the inside bottom part of the zone, and we'll go to an 0-1.
It's kind of interesting to see on any level of baseball, up and down the chart.
0-1 breaking ball gets in there, 0-2.
The players that you can kind of at times consider your most valuable player on your team happens to be a catcher.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. This one hammered towards right field. When your catcher is also being a big part of your offense, it's just usually so helpful. And you also often see catchers have all that power in their bat. The 0-2. Check swing. They'll peel down the first no swing and a 1-2.
Catchers have leadership qualities.
They do.
Because they got to control the pitchers and work through pitch counts.
1-2. Coleman swings this one. It will be popped towards right field, and making the grab on the edge of the grass is the second baseman Boyle for out number 2. And it will be bases empty for Colin Pitts, designated hitter tonight.
Now batting your designated hitter, number 16, Colin Pitts.
0 for 2 today, a strikeout and a ground out. Has a walk to go along with those 2 plate appearances. First pitch from Salazar. Breaking ball fouled back. And a 0-1 count. The Moo trying to break their 3rd losing streak of the year. And get their first win of the season against the Plainsmen. The 0-1. Breaking ball low. Evens out the count at 1 apiece. The 1-1, outside again. Moo leading 6-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. From historic Moeller Field, Alex Burstein doing alongside Rich Ray. A great night for baseball. Lights taking full effect here at Moeller Field. The 2-1, outside again. Salazar trying to chase Pitts here, but some patience from the designated hitter. Came into today hitting .273. Here's the 3-1. This one bounced towards third base and off the glove of the third baseman Cuff. And safely into first base is Colin Pitts. An error there on Cuff. It was a hard bouncing ball. Got in front of it, but just bounces off his glove. And Pitts here with a 2-out reach.
Forgive the pun, but it handcuffed Cuff over at third base. But he backed up on it and just made it difficult to make that play.
You thought of that one on the fly?
I know, it's amazing,
there we
isn't
go.
it? Yeah. No margaritas in the press box.
Steven Espinosa at the plate. First pitch, breaking ball swung on and missed. A big swing from Espinosa. Seems like his first swing is always one that would, if make contact, send him one out, and then he kind of reassesses. No 1 count on the shortstop. Pitts with a small lead over there at first. Breaking ball gets in there for a strike. You're researching something diligently over here.
I have thoughts in my head.
A 0-2 count on Espinosa, and swung on and missed, ball in the dirt. But Espinosa can't chase down the first, and that will be out number 3. So a 2-out reach by Colin Pitts, but no runs, no hits, and 1 error for 1 runner left on base here in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 6-1 Moo lead as we move to the 7th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Did you know that downtown Fremont is also known as the antique capital of Nebraska? Fremont and Dodge County also has many fine hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. We invite you to come and see why downtown Fremont has been named the most charming downtown in Nebraska by USA Today.
Kills Barbershop is the Sports Center barbershop in Fremont. Be sure you look your best and get into Kills Barbershop, where you'll receive quality haircuts in a friendly atmosphere. Get a fresh cut, have them hot leather, and shave your neck. If you're looking for that special feel of a true barbershop, Kills is the place for you. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 7:30 to 3. Kills Barbershop, 6th and Broad in downtown Fremont. They'll make you look your best.
A pitching change as we enter the top of the 7th here at historic Moeller Field. The Moo on top of the Plainsmen 6-1. 6 excellent innings from Reese Gordon, and we'll see Parker Ott making his Fremont Moo summer debut. The right-handed freshman out of Iowa Central Community College, a school we've talked about earlier this season, is a very, very solid JUCO. And now I'll see Ott take the mound. OTTE. Parker will get his first appearance of the summer. Cordum, a really good day. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run that was given up. It was earned, but in the first inning, then he really locked in. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Only 90 pitches through 6, but they'll give Ott the chance here. Had 6 appearances, no starts this past spring. An 0-1 record, 3 innings pitched, and 2 strikeouts, and now we'll see what he can do for this Moo squad. Ott, a lanky right-hander, looks in for the sign. Here's the first pitch in there for a ball and a 1-0 count.
I finished up my research.
Okay.
You were talking earlier, you've done this a lot throughout the year, saying the lights take full effect.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard that phrase before?
I think so.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why in a second.
Here's the 1-0. This one hit towards left center field, and that's going to drop in front of the left fielder Nodelman for a leadoff single by Andrew Cuff. It'll bring Sam Bradshaw to the plate.
Ken Korak is a radio announcer for the Oakland A's.
Okay.
And that is one of his major phrases.
How about that?
The lights take full effect. There are T-shirts with that phrase that are made out of that, and he is the main one that has been able to put that phrase together.
First pitch to Bradshaw, bounce towards second. Peterson throws it to short. The throw across to first is in time, and a 4-6-3 double play clears the bases here in the top of the 7th, 2 away.
Pitcher's best friend.
Yep.
Ground ball double play.
So it'll be 2 outs now for Parker Ott, with Adrian Amiskita coming to the plate. The right-hander got his first hit of the season in the 5th. A single, advanced to second on an air. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike, and Ott finding his rhythm.
He's a good presence on the mound. Good, tall, muscular, physical build. Great mechanics.
Listed at 6'4", 195, the Lincoln native. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball gets in there, or swung on and missed for a strike, 0-2. Another one of these guys didn't get a lot of time in the spring. Now trying to get some reps in the summer. It's about a month to do it with this Moo squad, and a good start. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just high, and we'll move it to a 1-2. Yeah, I guess I just subconsciously brought that into my vocab.
Yeah. It's trademarked. You're paying for it every time you say it.
Here's the 1-2. That one low, and we'll move to a 2-2 count.
So if people come up and ask for your autograph, you just say, "My name is Ken Korak." That will not go well for you in the future.
2-2, 2 outs here. Ott looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, cold, strike 3. First strikeout of the summer for Parker Ott, a leadoff single, but the Plainsmen can't do anything with it. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on the base paths. It's a 6-1 Moo lead as we move to the bottom of the 7th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Can't help but notice the Made in America trend lately, and now that trend has reached the Fremont eyewear market with American-made luxury glasses from State Optical. I'm Dr. Steve Alcorn at Bloom Optical in Fremont. State Optical designs are different, not only because they're made in Chicago, but they're genuinely authentic, handcrafted designs with individual style. Come in and browse, see how they look on you. At Bloom Optical, where we care about your eye care, your eyewear, and most importantly, we care about you.
Succeeding on your terms takes more than ambition, talent, and hard work. It takes a partner that's committed to helping you overcome all the complexities and challenges life throws at you. A partner that leverages the power of the world's largest risk management strategy and benefits firm and is a part of your world, too. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. At Marsh McLennan Agency, they're built to help you meet the future without limits. See how they can help you thrive at marshmma.com.
A 6-1 lead for the Moo as we move to the bottom of the 7th. The Moo leading the Plainsmen thanks to some early run support. 3 runs in the first was all they needed, but they tacked on 3 more 1-run innings. And now they'll try to keep things going in the bottom of the 7th. Pitching change for the Plainsmen, who might be Logan Worm. He's wearing number 10, but
that's what he's been announced as.
Was not listed on the original lineup card, but a couple of changes this weekend for the Plainsmen. But it will be a pinch hitter to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th, as we'll see Dean Reynolds come to the plate to hit for Grant Noloman, the righty out of Columbia University. First pitch is breaking ball outside and a 1-0 count.
Yeah, Dean hasn't played in a while, so it's good to see him get in here and get some reps again.
Had some family obligations, came back yesterday. Here's the 1-0. Reynolds pops this one high down the first base line and under the ball, making the grab on the line is the first baseman Ortega for out number 1.
That wasn't easy.
No. Towering ball from Reynolds, but a good job by the first baseman to get under it, and one away for Jack DeRozan, the right fielder out of Creighton University. 2 hits on the day, 2 for 3, a good start to his summer, and now we'll see what the lefty can do. Steps into the batter's box. As first pitch on its way, and DeRozan takes in for a strike, 0-1. DeRozan started off his career at Hutchinson Community College. Pair of years there, then redshirted his junior campaign at Creighton, the 0-1, in the dirt, and a 1-1 count. So got an extra junior year, which he played this past season. Only 3 starts, but 31 games played, hitting .226 and 31 at-bats for the Blue Jays. And he'll have 1 more year of eligibility with Creighton this upcoming spring.
Let's go Moo.
A 1-1 count on the outfielder. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball low. And a 2-1 count.
Got a couple hot dogs before the game.
And you actually put stuff on it this time.
Yeah,
condiments.
Mustard and relish.
Here's the 2-1. Parkinson hits this towards left field and drops into the glove of the left fielder Amaskita for out number 2. So a quick first 2 outs here in the 7th. Moo leading 6-1.
I was attracted by the free hot dogs that were yesterday.
Yeah. Did you get one?
For a free one? Yesterday I got a free
Okay.
one. I bought my hot dogs tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. have to have a hot dog on the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
It's a crime if you don't.
That's right.
First pitch. This one down the left field line and will drop foul by Carson Burnett. 0-1 count on the righty out of Ohlone College. 1 for 3 today, a single and a pair of strikeouts. Will be followed up by Trey Brooks if he can find a way to reach. 6-1 Moo lead. Here's the pitch. This one hammered towards left field, and that one is over the Moeller Monster as Carson Burnett, with his first home run of the year, lifts it towards left field, and the Moo leads 7-1.
That's the way you do it at Moeller Field, is that you go to left, you got to get some launch angle, and he dropped the head of the bat on the pitch, so it was actually below the knees. He went down and got that one, and good to see Carson knock one out of the ballpark, and he's recognized by his teammates as he makes his way back to the dugout. It's 7-1 the Moo.
Yeah, he got 2 sombreros on his head as he strutted into the dugout. Trey Brooks will come to the plate trying to follow up that act. And Burnett now with 2 hits on the day, but that's the one he'll remember. A home run by Carson Burnett as the Moo lead 7-1. First pitch to Brooks, outside. The Moo have now scored in 5 different innings today. First, second, fourth, fifth, and now in the 7th. Here's the 1-0. Inside, Brooks just has to move out of the way to avoid getting hit. Moo trying to break a 3-game skid here at historic Moeller Field, the 2-0. This big swing and a miss here from Brooks. Brooks on the day, 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts and a ground out. Waiting on deck is Connor Peterson. Here's the 2-1. Inside. Brooks trying for a second reach of the day. Struck out in the second, but it was a wild pitch and made it down the first in time. Here's the 3-1 offering. And that one called strike on the outside part of the zone. Brooks tossed his bat, thought he had the free pass, but instead it will be a full count. 3-2, 2 away here in the bottom of inning number 7. 8 hits on the day for Fremont for 7 runs. Here's the 3-2. Brooks sharply hits this one into left field on a grounder, and a 2-out single for the center fielder keeps the inning going for the Moo.
See, why try to earn a walk when you can use your bats?
Exactly.
Right?
That's more fun anyways.
That's exactly right.
Helps out the batting average.
Makes the crowd cheer for you.
Exactly. So it'll be 1 on with 2 away. Connor Peterson coming to the plate. 1 for 3 today, a single in the second. Then they'll be top the lineup for the Moo if Peterson can find a way to reach. Speedy Brooks at first takes his lead. Pitch is in for a strike. Fastball to the inside part of the zone. And a 0-1 count.
Fans are enjoying themselves.
They are.
Sounds like it.
Solid crowd out here tonight at historic Moeller Field. Throw to first. Not in time.
So did you see the Nathan's hot dog eating contest yesterday?
I did. I watched the full hour. ESPN had it.
Wow.
Yes, this is my event. But did you see the hometown of the winner?
Was it Chicago?
It was Chicago.
Oh, I see. That's good.
0-1. This one hit towards second, and a good stop there by the second baseman Boyle, who throws to second and gets the force out. So they'll get Trey Brooks. The Moo, though, get a run off of a solo shot from Carson Burnett. 1 run off of 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 7-1 ball game. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
I have Mason and Zane.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their family taco pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $38. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Moveless discount at La Hacienda. You can get a family taco pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Call in your family taco pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Looking for a nice place to go? A place that's rich with tradition, great service, and atmosphere? A fantastic place where you can go and still carry on a conversation. Maybe shoot a game of pool and enjoy one of the best jukeboxes in town. Silver Dollar is one of the finest places for adult libations at reasonable prices. Join the Silver Dollar family and enjoy, but you need to be 21 or older. See y'all soon, and remember, not everything that glitters is gold, but we're pretty sure it's probably silver at the Silver Dollar, 18th and Bell Street in Fremont.
Moo in control. It's a 7-1 ball game as we enter the 8th, and taking you through the final 2 innings, here's Rich Ray.
Alex, thanks so much. The Moo, 7 runs off 9 hits and 1 error. The Plainsmen, 1 run off 5 hits and 2 errors as Parker Ott will get ready to work his second inning of relief. He'll be facing the top of the order, C.J. Fish, Jackson Brooks, and Luke Froelich. Moo Baseball brought to you in part by your Fremont Hy-Vee. For a lineup that's loaded, shop your Fremont Hy-Vee. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com now and place your order. Reminder, Game 3 of the series coming up tomorrow night, 7:05 here at Historic Moeller Field. Salute to Service Saturday. Tomorrow, Moo will go back to their khaki uniforms like they wore yesterday, and we'll be honoring veterans throughout the community as well throughout the ball game. Sunday to wrap up the series is the Buffalo Wild Wings Swing for Wings promotion, and also Family Fun Day coming up on Sunday at Historic Moeller Field, 5:05 on Sunday, 7:05 tomorrow night. So get your tickets, FremontMoo.com. C.J. Fish will lead things off. He's 0 for 3 as Parker Ott's first pitch to Fish. It's a fastball in there at the knees for a called strike. No balls and 1 strike to C.J. Fish. The Moo leading 7-1. Carson Burnett, his first home run of the season in the last inning. So Ott working out of the stretch. Looks in to Bridger Coleman for the sign. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. And that's in there for called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to C.J. Fish.
Yeah, this is a really good opportunity for Parker Ott because they're not really sure if he's a reliever or a starter, but has the chance to go a few innings here with low stakes, a 6-run lead, and he's looked good so far.
Stretch by Ott in the 0-2. Breaking ball inside corner, called strike 3. So Fish caught looking. And Parker Ott's got his second strikeout of the ball game, and there's 1 away.
Beautiful pitch there from Ott. Fish thought he was going to get hit there for a second, but gets some late break to the inside part of the zone. And good start to the outing here for Parker Ott.
Jackson Brooks coming to the plate, 1 for 3. Singled back in the 3rd inning, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 8th. 7-1 Fremont. First pitch to Brooks. Down low and got to the backstop. It's 1-0. Checking scores in the Independence League tonight. In Pierre, Awahi running away from the Bison. It is 15-1. That's in the bottom of the 6th inning. A final. Hastings defeats Spearfish 9-5. The final there. And the Moo like that. Here's the 1-0. And it's a fastball for a strike. It's now 1-1. And in Casper, the Spuds lead the Nebraska Prospects by a score 3-0. That ball game is in the bottom of the 6th. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here on Jackson Brooks. Comes the 1-1. Inside. It's now 2-1. So there's these 2 guys, and they grew up playing baseball as kids. Little league ball, Legion, high school, college, worked their way up into semi-pro baseball, and lived their lives and continued to play ball all the time until they were old and gray.
Okay.
2-1 pitch to Brooks. Swing and a miss at strike 2. They're a pitcher and catcher. Yeah. And let's see, the pitcher's name was Rich and the catcher's name was Alex. Okay. And they pitched all the way up into their 50s, their 60s, played until their 70s, and all the way up until their 80s for town team ball. 2-2 the count here on Jackson Brooks. Here's the next pitch. Breaking ball. Called strike 3 on the inside corner for out number 2. So Brooks caught looking, and that's 3 strikeouts now for Parker Ott, and there are 2 away. Now we'll bring Luke Froelich to the plate. Well, one day, they were getting ready for warm-ups, and Rich didn't show up to the ballgame. And Alex was wondering what happened. Made some phone calls, and unfortunately, Rich passed away. So Alex was upset and distraught because his good buddy that he played baseball with all his life had passed on. First pitch to Froelich, and it catches the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. So a couple weeks later, Alex is down in the bullpen, catching, warming up another pitcher, and all of a sudden, he hears behind a voice. He hears Rich's voice back behind his shoulder. Here's the 0-1. Swung on it, popped in the air on the right side. Foul territory over by the fence, and it's out of play, so it's 0-2. So to quickly get through this story, Alex goes, "Rich, is that you?" And Rich goes, "Yes, it is me." And he goes, "Where have you been?" He goes, "Well, I passed away, and I went to heaven." And Alex asks, "Well, the question I always wanted to know is there baseball in heaven?" And Rich says, oh, there is. We play every single day, beautiful weather, everything's great. That's the good news about it all. And Alex says, well, what's the bad news? And Rich says, the bad news is next week you're pitching. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, just missed inside.
What a morbid joke.
Counting out 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I had no idea where you were going with that.
The point is, there is baseball in heaven. That's the point.
Okay. The moral of the story.
Yes. I had to tell this quick. There's 2 outs in an inning. The 1-2. Swung on, hit off the hands, out to shortstop. Espinosa's got it. Throws it over to first, and that will end the inning. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've learned there is baseball in heaven. That does it for the Plainsmen at the top of the 8th. They're retired in order, 3 up and 3 down. Go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-1 the Moo. We'll bring it back together when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field. You'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field. Lincoln Premium Poultry is excited for Fremont Moo Baseball this summer. Hey, you're looking for a new opportunity? You can hit it out of the park with a job at Lincoln Premium Poultry. With a fantastic culture, great pay and benefits, and room for growth, Lincoln Premium Poultry is one of Fremont's best destinations for summer fun and employment. Just go to LincolnPremiumPoultry.com right now and check out all the job opportunities available.
We welcome you back to historic Moeller Field. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Fremont Moo leading the Plainsmen by a score of 7-1. New pitcher in the ball game, but a very familiar name to Fremont Moo baseball. This is Darius Blasingame. Darius Blasingame pitched for the Moo last year, and he actually recorded the final out of the championship series on the mound last year to defeat the Casper Spuds. And so Darius Blasingame is now pitching for the Plainsmen, just wrapped up his career at Midland University. From St. Petersburg, Florida, played for Edward Waters University for 4 years and then played his 5th-year graduate year at Midland. And mostly in this type of role, a relief role, 8th, 9th inning. He's got average velocity, good breaking pitch, and he'll dip down sidearm at times. And he'll be facing the top of the order for the Moo. Isaac Bonner, Bridger Coleman, and Colin Pitts are in the bottom of the 8th inning. So, Darius Blasingame, playing the Plainsmen is old home week. Yep. I mean, you see Kobe Sandstrom, you see Darius Blasingame, and so many Midland players that are on the squad, and coaches, too.
Yep.
It's like Christmas all over again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's Isaac Bonner. Bonner's 2 for 3, a single, a triple. He scored twice. First pitch, swung on, hit in the air, left field. So it's floating back by the fence, by the warning track, and it's going to be up off the top of the fence and stays in play. Bonner's going to end up at second base. Isaac Bonner with a 3-hit ball game. He's just a home run shy of the cycle.
Yeah, tough break there. Who almost had the home run there for Bonner, but another well-struck ball, by far the best offensive game of the season for Bonner, and guess he likes the leadoff role.
He does. It's a good spot for him.
Yeah.
So a runner in scoring position. And that's bringing the catcher to the plate, number 5, Bridger Coleman. The kind of unique thing about college summer league baseball is the story of Darius Blasingame. He was at St. Petersburg, Florida, had an opportunity to come up and just try to get some experience. And last summer here in Fremont, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Stuck around and said, you know what, I'm going to play a year of college ball at Midland. And has really embraced everything about it. Now he's pitching for the Plainsmen. His pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 to Bridger Coleman. He's walked twice. He's got an RBI ground out and a pop-up. I sense you didn't like my baseball joke.
Oh, I didn't dislike it. I was just caught off guard.
Here's the 1-0. Coleman takes it high. It's now 2-0. That's a very, very, I see you running for politics one day and running for office. What do you think about this position there, Senator Burstein? I don't dislike it. Here's the 2-0. It's high. It's now 3-0. What's it like working with Rich Ray? I don't dislike it. That was awesome. 3 balls and no strikes on Coleman. Blasting gain at the belt. And the pitch. That's high and inside. That's ball 4. So Bridger Coleman draws a walk, and the first 2 batters able to reach here for the Moo in the bottom of the 8th inning. So that is going to bring to the plate designated hitter number 16, Colin Pitts. Pitts is 0 for 3. He's reached twice, a walk and an error. His runners at first and second with nobody out. Here's the pitch. On the outside corner for a strike, it's 0-1. Fans can be ruthless. Darius Blasingame got the final out of the championship series last year. Now fans are cheering for him to throw ball 5.
No love.
No love. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off at home plate. It's 0-2. It's about like Philadelphia Eagles fans booing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Sports are ruthless.
what happened to Americana? Oh, wait, that was
sportsmanship.
What happened to Americana? Oh, wait, that was yesterday. No balls and 2 strikes to Colin Pitts. Moo have out-hit the Plainsmen tonight 10-5. Blasingame's next offering. Swung on, a hit high in the air. Left field, deep, back, and off the top of the fence. It stays in. Throw coming to third base and sliding in and out. Trying to get to third is Bridger Coleman, but Bonner will score on an RBI single off the top of the fence by Colin Pitts.
Yeah, that is far and away the best hit single we have seen this season for the Fremont Moo. The whole dugout thought that one was gone. Just a little bit short. Second home run. That's about a foot short here today, or here this inning, I should say. But the Moo get another run.
So 1 down as the run scores. Brings Steven Espinoza to the plate. The Moo leading now by a score 8-1 as Blasingame steps off the mound. That thing did everything but go out. First pitch to Espinoza. Fastball. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Espinoza. Dean Reynolds will be next. 8-1 the Moo. Just 2 innings they have not scored in tonight. The 3rd and the 6th. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Blasingame ahead in the count here. No balls and 2 strikes. 8-1. Fremont with the lead. Bottom of the 8th inning. Moo trying to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece. The 0-2. And Blasingame fouls it back. So it stays 0-2. All right, I didn't get, because you weren't on the air yesterday, I didn't get your opinion.
Okay.
The cream puffs and the Mama Kelsey chocolate chip cookies that Mindy made yesterday. Critique?
Oh, incredible.
Yes, they are. Oh, those cream puffs were just...
I've already given my compliments to the chef.
Have you? That's good.
I'll give them on air. Very, very good.
That's fantastic. I know I've had her chocolate chip cookies before because it's Mama Kelsey's recipe, and I know it's fantastic. But I've never had those cream puffs.
Those were really good.
0-2 pitch. Espinoza swings. It hits it high in the air toward left. This one's going to flirt with it back up against the fence, and it is going to be off the top of the fence and stays in. Pitts will stroll to third. Espinoza is at second. It's a double for Steven Espinoza.
3 times in 1 inning. That's brutal.
Espinoza with his second hit. Puts runners at second and third now. And it's going to bring Dean Reynolds to the plate. What do they say? Maybe a little extra bite of Wheaties, and those are out of here, you know?
Breakfast of champions.
That's right. All right, here's Dean Reynolds, 0 for 1. First pitch from Blasingame. High for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
This is the best month to buy Wheaties because now it's when they put all the Olympic athletes on, and they have the coolest boxes.
That's
I
right.
think I've only ever bought Wheaties for the Olympics.
Really?
Yeah.
The 1-0. Reynolds swings, and he crushes one. Right center field. And this is back by the fence. And it's gone. Dean Reynolds. You just knew it was a matter of time because he's got pop in the bat, and he hits a 3-run home run just to the right of the scoreboard. And the Moo lead it 11-1. Good for Dean. He has really struggled with the bat earlier in the season, and then finally he's been able to square up the baseball, but he's been hitting it right at defenders. This time, nobody can get leather on that one, as Dean Reynolds hits a 3-run home run for his first homer of the year, and Fremont now leads it 11-1.
Sometimes all it takes is one swing to get you back into the rhythm of things offensively, and maybe that's a swing for Dean because he crushed that one out to right field as there was a mound visit, but the Moo offense looking as good as it has all season here tonight.
Yep, a couple good swings, 3 long hits in a row. Pitts and Espinoza flirted with the Moeller Monster and lost both of those opportunities to the Monster. But Dean Reynolds says, I'm going to go the other way, and hit it just to the right of the scoreboard and right center field. I've heard Coach Ashner and Coach McGonigal talk about Dean's bat.
Yep.
We don't get to see it much because during batting practice it sounds like he's just crushing the baseball. But it hasn't really shown up in the game.
Exactly.
And last few games he's played in, he's made contact, as I mentioned, but he's hit them right at people. Here's Jack DeRozan, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. But that time he was able to get some launch angle and knock it out right of the scoreboard. No balls and a strike here on DeRozan. Next pitch. That caught him on the right leg. So DeRozan hit by the pitch. And that will put a runner at first here with 1 out in the inning. It's going to bring Carson Burnett to the plate now.
So you've got Isaac Bonner with his best day offensively. First home runs of the year for Burnett and Reynolds. 2 Moo debuts, which are both going really good tonight. A lot of good firsts for Fremont.
Here's Burnett, who Alex just talked about, 2 for 4. First pitch from Blasingame. He swings through one that was high in the zone for strike 1.
He wanted another one with that swing.
No balls and a strike to Carson Burnett. Stretch by Blasingame. Now the 0-1. Gets the outside corner for called strike 2. I was laughing at the mechanics by Jeff Kopetsky. He's a good personality. Jeff's a good dude. And there'll be times when he's nonchalant, and then all of a sudden he'll come out with a call that's right on point. Here's the 0-2. And it misses down low, bounces away from Bradshaw to the right and down to second base. We'll go to Rosen. And it reminds me, I used to do some football officiating with Jeff. And he'd lighten things up sometimes where it's a nonchalant ball game, and then all of a sudden there'll be a run up near a first down marker, and he comes sprinting in from the sideline to make a call. Here comes the 1-2. Outside for ball 2. It's now 2-2. Remember, this game's supposed to be fun for the umpires, too, and the officials. And you can't have games without them. Triple A's trying it. I don't like it.
No.
Yeah, you don't either.
I like the challenge system.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss by Burnett for strike 3. So Blasingame gets a strikeout, his first. And there are 2 down here in the 8th. So that's going to bring the center fielder to the plate, Trey Brooks. Brooks is 1 for 4. He's singled in the 7th. See, I need to get to a AAA game and see what that automated robotish thing is like.
Oh, I've been to 2 now.
Yeah, describe it quick.
Well, there's 2 ways of doing it, and one is with like every pitch is like it, and it's just relayed to the umpire.
Mm-hmm.
The way I like it.
Blasting in ready now. Here comes the 1-0. Outside ball 2.
The way I like it is I went to one Syracuse Mets game, and you get 3 or 4 challenges throughout the game. So it's I'm calling the game, and then you can challenge certain pitches, kind of like what you see in tennis. I think that works best because you still have the human element.
Right. Here's the 2-0 outside. Well, I was talking about the umpires earlier. I forgot to mention Jason Harstick, who's our base umpire tonight. He's done some Storm Chasers games in AAA. And, yeah, it's more or less you're sitting there and having a computer tell you if it's a ball or a strike. And I think that takes a lot out of it.
It does.
Here's a 3-0. Outside corner called strike 1. So it's now 3-1. This morning, I was up early this morning and turned on ESPN, and what do we see? Wimbledon.
Mm-hmm.
And how they've always done, and I've described it like this before.
I was watching this morning, too. I love
how they do their tennis reviews. And it's computer generated. I like the reviews like that. 3-1, and Brooks gets hit by the pitch. And so Trey, who leads the team in hit by pitch, wears another one. And that gives the Moo runners at first and second with 2 away. And it's going to bring Connor Peterson to the plate. Peterson is 1 for 4. Yep, the game's played by players. I think it also should be officiated by players. And you've heard me rip officials all the time, and I just try to tell it how it is. Yeah. And we credit them when they do really good things, too. As Peterson takes this one for a strike. No balls and a strike, but we're all humans. Yeah. This is what this is all about. Humans playing the game. In my opinion, humans should umpire the game. The 0-1. Fastball, outside corner, strike 2. So it's now 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes, and Connor Peterson, 9th batter to hit this inning for the Moo. Fremont leading 11-1 in the bottom of the 8th, their biggest inning of the game. They've played it 4. Blasingane's 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped foul, and out of play. So this is a unique matchup here, Alex. Pitcher and batter right now are the 2 players that combined for the final out in the championship series last year. Blasingane pitching for the Moo, and Peterson was able to field the ground ball at first to take it to the bag to end it. You hear that on our pregame montage we've got put together. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Peterson swings and pops it high in the air to the left side. Might be playable by the side fence. Reaching and not able to come up with it over at third base, but a good effort was Andrew Cuff. I think if Cuff doesn't make contact with the fence there, Alex, he might catch that baseball.
Yeah, I think the problem was he doesn't realize where the fence was. If he had stopped in front of it and just reached out his glove, he probably wouldn't have made the grab, but it's a little bit of spatial awareness there. Comes back to haunt Cuff.
Spatial awareness.
Spatial awareness.
Those are your 2 big Scrabble words for the day. Yes, it's 11-1. No balls and 2 strikes here on Peterson. The kick and the pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. And Blasingane will win that battle. And he ends up striking out 2. So that's going to do it for the Moo here in the 8th, but they send 9 batters to the plate, and they score a total of 4 runs, and they do so on 4 hits. There were no errors, 2 runners left on base. Last chance for the Plainsmen. We go to the top of the 9th. Fremont leads it 11-1. More in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field. You'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field. Lincoln Premium Poultry is excited for Fremont Moo Baseball this summer. Hey, you're looking for a new opportunity? You can hit it out of the park with a job at Lincoln Premium Poultry. With a fantastic culture, great pay and benefits, and room for growth, Lincoln Premium Poultry is one of Fremont's best destinations for summer fun and employment. Just go to LincolnPremiumPoultry.com right now and check out all the job opportunities available.
Welcome back. We go to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Plainsmen. The Fremont Moo leading this one by a score of 11-1. And the Moo will bring in their 3rd pitcher of the ball game. This will be Theo Hughes. He will take over on the mound. So Parker Ott's night is done. Did quite well. 2 innings of work. Gave up just 1 hit. And he ended up striking out a total of 3 in his outing this evening. Didn't walk a batter. So that's good productivity from Ott in his debut. So Theo Hughes will take over a couple of clerical things to clear up for you. The 3rd pitcher of the ball game for the Plainsmen was Chase Reynolds. He worked 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, and gave up a home run. Darius Blasingane worked the 8th, and unless the roof caves in here, Blasingane would have lasted 1 inning, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, walked 1, struck out 2 with a wild pitch, and hit a batter, and also gave up 1 home run as well. So Theo Hughes will take over on the mound. He'll be facing the 4, 5, and 6 batters, Ortega, Boyle, and Whitaker, here in the top of the 9th. And the Moo trying to snap their 3-game losing skid and trying to climb a little bit closer in the second half race. As Hastings was a winner over Spearfish earlier tonight, and that's something that helps the cause for the Moo for that aspect.
The first baseman, number 35, Christopher Ortega. Let's see if we can get him here in the ninth.
My Royals got beat tonight by the Rockies.
To the end of the ninth.
It's Coach Asher's team.
It is Coach Asher's squad. That's right.
Let's hear ya.
All right, so Theo Hughes taking over on the mound. Theo was supposed to be a temporary player, and he has lasted throughout the season here for the Moo. He's done a very nice job. Hughes this season, 11 innings pitched. Game number 9, 1-0 and 2 saves on the year. ERA of 2.45. He's got a nasty sinker. Chris Ortega, 1 for 3. Single and an RBI back in the first. First pitch. Ortega bounces it out to shortstop. Espinoza shuffles to his right, got it, throws to first, and there's one away.
Consistency-wise, Theo's one of the more consistent guys, and you feel confident when he comes into these late-game situations, hence why they've kept him around. But very, very impressive for the Nebraska Wesleyan product.
Yeah, when you look at the back end of the bullpen, you got to think Oliver, Kelberlau, Hughes. Those are 3 pitchers you can really rely upon.
Yeah, in most games it's one of those 3.
Brody Boyle at the plate, 0 for 2, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 9th. The Moo leading 11-1. First pitch from Hughes. Fastball outside for ball 1.
Saw Hughes retweeted something today, Nebraska Wesleyan with new facilities for next spring for
That's
baseball.
Right. They do. Yep, they're going to move things around a little bit for the Plainsmen. 1 ball and no strikes to Boyle. Next pitch, outside corner for a strike. Count evens, it's now 1-1. It's been an entertaining game today. We've had guests in the box. Alex got trivia right. I told a really morbid joke.
Somehow lasted the whole inning, too.
The 1-1. Outside for a ball. It's now 2-1. It's a baseball joke. It's not morbid.
Okay.
What did you learn from that joke, Alex? That's the key.
There's baseball in heaven.
That's exactly right. 2 balls and a strike to Brody Boyle. Next pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. It's 2-2. So one day in the year 2075, when you're the play-by-play voice for the Chicago Cubs, I want to hear you say that joke
okay.
And relay it to me somewhere up in the pearly gates.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. 2-2 to Brody Boyle. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. It got away from Coleman. And the throw down to first base will not be in time, so it's going to be a strikeout and a wild pitch.
Yeah, unlucky there. Coleman did a good job of actually getting a throw down there that was close to Burnett, but we one person on here in the top of the 9th.
No, we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting
for the
Plainsmen. Jordan Massis.
This is Jordan Massis. He had a big day at the plate yesterday. Massis hit a ball yesterday that hit the tubing of the fence just to the right of the scoreboard. Takes the first pitch from Hughes here, down low for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. I talked to one of the umpires after the ball game. I said, that hit the tubing? And he said, yeah, because you could tell by the way it sounded. If it hits the scoreboard, it's got a much different sound. Here's the 1-0. And Massa swings and fouls it back. It's now 1-1. So sometimes this game has a lot of just, you see it, you feel it, but a lot of listening to what it is. And that's what makes baseball on the radio fantastic. 1-1 to Jordan Massis. Next pitch. Swung on and popped in the air left side out of play. Counts 1-2. I love listening to some of these Major League Baseball games. Driving around at night, you maybe have Sirius satellite radio in your car or something like that. And you hear that crowd mic that they've got right behind home plate.
It's perfect.
You can hear when that baseball skips along the dirt when it comes in. There, you can hear the wind blow over the stitches of the ball. It's true. Just tune in sometime. 1-2, swung on and foul back, so the count stays at 1-2. And that's a lot, too, if you talk to some of these umpires that have, I mean, think of all the pitches that they've seen in their life.
Exactly.
And the things that they hear at home plate, things that we don't need to hear, but also as far as the game is concerned, those umpires, you can ask them, if they listen to a game, they can close their eyes, they can tell you if that ball's in the dirt or not.
Yep.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on and grounded softly right to the mound. Peterson's going to charge. His only play is to first. He'll toss it on over, and it's in time to get the second out of the inning.
Yeah, slow roller out there to Peterson at first off the bat. Looked like maybe a potential for 2, but just a little too slow to have any chance at the lead runner. But 2 away now for the Moo, and Plainsmen down to their last out.
So it's going to bring Andrew Cuff to the plate. Cuff 1 for 3. He singled in the 7th inning. And that was off of Parker Ott. The only hit that Ott yielded. So Cuff steps to the plate. First pitch from Hughes. Swing and a miss at a fastball. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Andrew Cuff with Sam Bradshaw to bat next. The Moo have out-hit the Plainsmen tonight 13-5. No balls and 1 strike. Hughes' next pitch. Swung on a foul back, and now the Plainsmen are down to their final strike.
We're 1 strike away from that victory. Let's hear you.
No balls, 2 strikes to Andrew Cuff. The Moo a pitch away from getting back in the win column. Looking for win number 19 on the year. Hughes looks into Bridger Coleman for the sign. A long peer in to his catcher. And he just says, okay, I'm going to throw it. Here comes the 0-2. And it's outside for a ball. It's 1-2.
I've not seen that often.
That's a case to where at this time of the night, you're trying to see the sign.
I know. It's impossible.
Or also you're trying to get your indicator with the runner at second. You're just like, I'm just going to throw something, just see if you can catch it. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Andrew Cuff. Hughes a set. The 1-2. That's high and inside. It's now 2-2.
I was in the dugout for PA duties a couple of these times, and sometimes at a certain point in the night they'll switch to taps because easier to see as the catcher.
That's right.
Or for the pitcher.
All the communication. 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. The count full here, 3-2 on Andrew Cuff. Runner at second, Brody Boyle. 3-2 on Andrew Cuff. Hughes is ready. Here it comes. Down low, ball 4, and that will extend the inning. It's the first walk given up by Theo Hughes. That's going to bring the catcher to the plate, Sam Bradshaw. Well, got a force on here, so you can go to any bag now. Bradshaw 1 for 3, single back in the second. Last time at the plate, hit into a 4-6-3 ground out double play. Hughes is set. First pitch to Bradshaw. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, that's the pitch that Hughes was trying to land on the last batter and just kept on missing, but gets it here and big first strike.
No balls and a strike on Bradshaw. Next pitch. Swung on, hit to the right side. Burnett takes it off 1 hop, over to the bag, steps on it, and that's the ball game. The Cow jumps over the moon. The Fremont Moo back into the win column tonight as they have defeated the Plainsmen by a final score of 11-1. So the Moo pick up the victory and do so in impressive fashion here tonight. For the Plainsmen in the 9th, no runs on no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. Again, the final score, Fremont 11 and the Plainsmen 1. Alex and I will come back for our post-game report in just a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers, competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles. Book your next hotel stay at the Super 8 by Wyndham in Fremont. Conveniently located just minutes from historic downtown Fremont, the Fremont Splash Station, and the Fremont State Lakes. Our pet-friendly hotel offers affordable accommodations with easy access to all of our area's major attractions, including shopping, restaurants, and a multitude of outdoor activities the whole family can enjoy. Located at 1250 East 23rd Street. Book online now at wyndhamhotels.com/Super8.
Windstar Lines is a family-owned and operated charter bus company that has been serving customers nationwide since 1995. With 12 hubs across the U.S. and a varied fleet including minibuses, motor coaches, sleeper buses, and double-decker motor coaches, we are able to accommodate any size group, large or small, to any destination near or far. With almost 30 years in the travel and tourism industry, our reputation for superior safety, impeccable equipment, and unparalleled customer service makes us the right choice for your group transportation needs. now hiring full and part-time drivers.
Trust your heart to the team at Methodist for expert cardiac care that makes a life-changing difference. From specialized testing and imaging to comprehensive surgical options, including the most advanced procedures, we provide the personalized care that you expect from the Methodist name. Learn more about our heart and vascular care by visiting bestcare.org/heart. That's bestcare.org/heart. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Fremont's place to be is The Door in downtown Fremont. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 1 a.m. and Sundays from 11 to 1 a.m. The Door has great food, drinks, and an outdoor patio that is second to none. The grill is always on at The Door, and all items are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. Follow The Door on Facebook, located at 325 North Main Street in Fremont. The Door, beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. Back to historic Moeller Field, where the Fremont Moo snapped their 3-game losing skid as they get back in the win column tonight and even up this 4-game series with the Plainsmen at a game apiece by recording an 11-1 victory this evening in front of a nice crowd here on a Friday night. For the Moo, 11 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. The Plainsmen 1 run off 5 hits and 2 errors. Starting pitcher for the Moo was Reese Cordum. He picks up the win. He's now 3-2 in the season. Cordum worked 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, which was earned, walked 2, struck out 4, and had 1 wild pitch. Parker Ott, in his Moo debut, pitched 2 solid innings, gave up 1 hit, and had a couple of strikeouts. And it was Theo Hughes who pitched 1 inning and walked 1, struck out 1, and had 1 wild pitch. For the Plainsmen, starter Cade Ritchie takes the loss. He worked an inning and a third. He's 0-1 in the season. He gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which were earned. He walked 2, struck out 3, had 3 wild pitches, and hit 1 batter. Xavier Salazar chewed up 2 innings for the Plainsmen. He worked 4 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 3, struck out 6. Chase Reynolds pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, which was earned, and gave up a home run. That was to Carson Burnett. And Darius Blassingame pitched 1 inning, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, all 4 were earned, walked 1, struck out 2, gave up a 3-run homer to Dean Reynolds, and Blassingame had a wild pitch and a hit batsman as well. The Plainsmen offensively tonight saw Chris Ortega go 1 for 4 with an RBI. The Moo had good offensive performance tonight. Isaac Bonner, he was 3 for 4, single, double, triple, and he scored 3 runs. Bridger Coleman was 0 for 2, but had an RBI ground out. Colin Pitts goes 1 for 4 with an RBI. Steven Espinoza went 2 for 4 at the plate. Dean Reynolds in a pitch-hitting role had 2 at-bats, and he hit that 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th inning, his first homer of the year. Jack Terozin, in his Moo debut, goes 2 for 4. A single and a double and an RBI. And Carson Burnett goes 2 for 5, and he had a solo home run, his first homer of the season that came in the 7th inning. So the Moo end up winning this one tonight. Final score of 11-1. A ball game that lasted this evening 2 hours and 44 minutes in this evening's contest. So Fremont up the record to 19-14 and goes to 6-3 in the Independence League second half. And the Plainsmen fall to 1-14 on the year and 1-9 in second half play. We'll come back and announce our Goodwood Award presented by Christensen Lumber. Alex will do that. We'll get his thoughts about tonight's contest, check the scoreboards, and wrap it up. Fremont wins it 11-1. More in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field, you'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Play in the Nebraska Lottery today for your chance to win. Play trucks and bucks for your chance to win one of 7 remaining Ford F-150s. Top prize odds are 1 in 336,000. The Nebraska Lottery has provided funding, fortune, and fun to the Cornhusker State for 30 years. The Nebraska Lottery has also given back $978 million to Nebraska through education, wildlife habitats, and the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by a local retailer and pick up a ticket for one of your favorite games today. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly.
Back at historic Moeller Field, wrapping things up for you tonight. The Fremont Moo defeat the Plainsmen by a final score of 11-1. It's time to announce our Good Wood Award, presented by Christensen Lumber. Quality wood products for more than 100 years. They're beyond left field and on South Main Street in Fremont. That's christensenlumber.com online. Alex, you had to look and choose tonight, and that's a good thing. Who'd you choose?
Yeah, there was a lot of good wood tonight, but we're going to give it to Dean Reynolds. Came in as a pinch hitter, and in his second at-bat of the night, a long home run out to right field. Scored 3 runs in the 8th inning, and he needed some offense, and he got it tonight. Big hit for Dean Reynolds, and the Moo with a big win.
11-1 to final. Alex, kind of your thoughts on this evening's contest and what it means for the Moo?
Yeah, I mean, last night we saw that the offense was there, but the pitching wasn't there. Tonight we saw both really good pitching and really good offense. I liked how spread out the offense was for the Moo. They only didn't score in 2 of the 8 innings that they hit in, which is really encouraging. We saw the bats not only have contact, as we've seen throughout the season, there was some power tonight in these Moo bats. 2 home runs, a couple more that were almost home runs, and the pitching really good. I really liked what I saw of Parker Ott. He had 2 really good innings of relief in his first appearance of the year, and obviously Reese Cordum did really good in his start.
Now, I say this just to give you a perspective on what takes place, is that the Plainsmen, pitching-wise, after what we saw yesterday, pitching that is today and what will be for the rest of the series, is not going to be the level that the Moo will see throughout the remainder of the schedule here this year. We'll have to see what the Bison's all about when we see them a little bit later. And so what this does is it builds confidence for the Moo as far as being at the plate. And I think that's what Fremont needs right now.
Yes.
There's been, we've talked about it throughout the year, a lot of swing and misses and some at-bats where they've been just not very good at-bats. And if you look at it tonight, now the Moo did strike out a little bit again here tonight as well, as they struck out a total of 11 times in this ball game. But they put up 11 runs.
Yep.
And so I think it's just part of still putting together good at-bats. You still got, 19 games left in the regular season.
Still a lot to play.
Still a lot to play for, and some positives can come out of that. And I think it's all, you hear this so many times, I'm all about the 6 inches between the ears, and that confidence build is very, very important. So Fremont wins at 11-1. Let's go to the scoreboard. 2 finals, this one, and then also in the Independence League, the Hastings Sodbusters defeated the Spearfish Sasquatch tonight 9-5. 2 other games still in progress. In Pierre, the Oahe Zap are leading the Bison by a score of 15-3. That ball game is in the bottom of the 8th inning. And in Casper, the Spuds trying to keep that winning streak going, and they're in the top of the 9th, and they're shutting out the Prospects 3-0. Is the score in that contest. So as we look at the updated standings right now, overall in the Independence League, Casper has a 6.5 game lead on the field. Hastings currently sitting in second in the overall standings at 20-11. Spearfish 19-12. That's significant for Fremont because the Moo also with 19 wins now and 19-14, and then 1 win back of Hastings. So still very attainable to try to get that best overall record if Casper wins the second half.
Razor thin margins.
To try to get into the championship series coming up at the end of the year. And so that's a look at some of the teams that are fighting for competition. Oahe's got 8 wins on the year, and they're a ways back at 21 games behind. Let's go to the Major League Baseball scoreboard before we wrap things up tonight. Games in progress. Top of the 9th in Minnesota, the Astros lead the Twins 10-5. Top of the 5th in San Diego, the Padres lead the Diamondbacks 5-2. Into 5 in Oakland, the Orioles lead the Athletics 3-1, and King Korek says the lights have now taken full effect. Midway through the 5th in Seattle, the Mariners lead the Blue Jays 2-0. Top of the 4th in Dodger Stadium, LA is leading the Brewers 2-0. Finals from earlier. Cubs win.
There we go.
They defeat the Los Angeles Angels 5-1. Pittsburgh destroyed the Mets today 14-2. St. Louis a winner over the Nationals 7-6 in 11 innings. It was the Red Sox over the Yankees 5-3 in 10. Boy, the Yankees are reeling right now, and then they lose to their rival. It was the White Sox over the Marlins 3-2. The Giants defeat the Guardians 4-2. Detroit over the Reds 5-4. Philadelphia a winner over Atlanta 8-6. The Rangers shut out the Rays 3-0. And the Rockies defeated my Royals 4-2 is the final score. The final one here tonight at historic Moeller Field, Fremont 11 and the Plainsmen 1. We invite you to join us tomorrow for Game 3 of this 4-game series. First pitch tomorrow night, 7:05 on Salute to Service Saturday. So make sure you get your tickets. Go to FremontMoo.com because we want to see you out here at historic Moeller Field, and also join us on the radio and on the internet and our video as well. Alex, good job.
Thank you.
For our sponsors and for Jonathan Johnson running the video controls, I'm Rich Ray. Again, the final score in this one tonight, the Fremont Moo 11 and the Plainsmen 1. Until tomorrow, this is Rich Ray saying good evening. So long from historic Moeller Field in Fremont.